microphone above his hip. He suffered fools and he never took no lip. And after serial killers area, then he came and he talked some shit he said.
What up? How we doing? Hello. Hey, we're real soft here. Let's tune this up a little bit. There we go. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to TwitchTok. My name's Corey Adam. Welcome to the show. How are you doing today? Everybody's doing good, I suppose. Hi. How was your weekend? Hopefully your weekend was good. Mine was kind of garbage, but you know what? Who cares? We're here. We're doing it. We got all it. How are we doing, guys? How's everything? We're gonna leave you right here to keep you in suspense so that you can't see it. Let's see. Look over at the chat real quick. We got Stream Elements is looking nice. It's not Stream Elements. This is Stream Labs. The Stream Elements took a giant dump on me last night, so I had to do this way, which is fine. But we got everything in that I think so. Spanish Guard. No, that is Little Big. They are Russian. They're Russian. Real good stuff. Armbar banana. Yeah, armbar banana. Yeah, we got a lot of really cool stuff to go over today. There were a lot of really interesting updates. One of my coworkers has booby tape. I'll send you. Okay, that's weird. It was a good weekend. Yeah, it was a really nice weekend. All right, here we go. We're just going to jump into it. Here we go. Whee! Boom. Look at all that stuff. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff going on. Look at that. As you donate bits, the cup will fill right over there. That's pretty good. Can I turn up my mic a little bit? Yeah, I'm going to try. Hold on. There, maybe? Hold on. Give me a sec. We'll go back to this. Ready? Hold on, and we will... Sorry, we're just finding it out. Figuring it all out. Here we go. There. I think that should be better. Boom. Hi. How's it going? Whoa, shit. Too high now. Now we're spiking. We're spiking. There we go. Hi. How are you? Good. We're doing this. Here we go. Boom. Hi. All right. So, here's a bunch of stuff we got, right? Brand new stuff. We got the jar over there. What we're going to be doing with the jar is we do the bits, we do the subscriptions. We're still going to be doing that. There's now a donate feature. You can go and donate at the donate link. And what we're going to do is this. Oops, not tips. Donate. I'm an idiot. Tips is the URL. There we go. So if you click on that, it'll bring you to a screen. You can donate to the stream. We're trying to get a capture card and an SD card for the stream so that we can do videos. So I was trying to do video games on this thing, and the reality is it's just not going to work out the way I wanted it to, which is fine. But so we're trying to get an SD card for the stream so that we can add videos, and then we will add content probably 3 nights a week on top of this. So yeah, that's the overall goal. That's what you see over here. But anytime anybody like subscribes or does bits or whatever, it'll fill up that jar over there down below. And then we'll also have up here a running list of everybody that's done stuff. So like Crotch Juice and Anomaly Forever both followed, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. Here we are. We're doing this shit. You guys have a good 4th? Everything good? We'll also have at the end of this, so this actual like thing is going to go for 2 weeks. So there's 13 days to go, and we're trying to get up to $300. If we get there, we'll do something cool, something fun, and something special. If we don't, we'll just talk about how we could have, and it won't really be that big of a deal, you know? There we go. Boom. Yeah, but so a lot of changes. We got some new sounds. We got some new all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Oh, shit. See, here we go. Look at that. Boom. Fuck yeah. And we got the new alerts. And look at that. Look at how it just drops into the cup, baby. Yeah. Thank you to Mr. Approachable for subscribing. Super rad. Thank you so much. Thanks for the... Yeah, right? It's funny. You're Corey Adams Rogue Thumb, but you use a thumb. 300 and I'll dance again. Yeah, I'll dance for sure. There we go. And look at the little drop. We're going to try and fill up that cup as it goes. You can see your own progress. We're going to get some more stuff going on in here. I want to try to make this more interactive with the listeners. We'll see how that goes. You donated. Where does it show up? It takes a second probably. I don't know. It should show up if I did everything right. But yeah, sometimes it takes a second. We'll see. I mean, it goes through PayPal, so it's got to go through a third-party app and then back to Twitch and then back to another app before it shows up. So if it doesn't show up in a while, remind me and we'll see what the fuck happened. So yeah, that's what it is. I'm not patient. I don't think anybody is. I think that's fair. And we got rid of that money song because it was just too many copyright strikes. So eventually I was just like, nah. So what'd you guys do this weekend? You know what? Now I'm impatient. I'm gonna go looking for it. Shampooed carpet? Is that a euphemism? Got drunk? Good for you. Yep, that's good. Bull Prop 333. Love to have your subscription. Door County. Yeah, you can absolutely come on and talk about your possible COVID. We're over in the Discord. If you don't know the Discord, there it goes. Come on and join us at the Discord. Drink Bruce. I thought it was Brewskis. I thought you were the guy that drank Brewskis. I mean, I guess I could be wrong, but that's just what you've always led me to believe, is that you were all about the Brewskis. So, okay. Interesting. Learned about a moon rock. Yeah, moon rocks are great, right? That's a Colorado thing right there. Moon rocks are the shit. Love me some moon rocks. What up, moon rocks? Well, let's see. We're in there. Good. Perfect. Sorry, hungover. Still, it was Brewskis. Cool. No single ladies at the bar. Where are the single ladies? They don't go out on 4th of July. Brah. It's not what they do. Yeah, good stuff. Good. Perfect. So, yeah. Sinister Mind, if you want to come in, you can talk about your weekend. We can do that right away. If anybody else wants to talk or come in, you can go onto the Discord and remember to mute your mic upon arrival. That helps us out quite a bit. Let's see here. We can go bigger.
Well, good morning.
Howdy. How are you?
I have a slight headache and a cough that won't go away, but I am surviving.
And you think it's COVID?
Well, I have a fever too, so that's why I'm freaking out a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's, I didn't even know they had COVID up there.
It was crowded AF everywhere I went.
Did you wear a mask?
I did 90% of the time.
Yeah. So so tell us about your trip, first of all. Well, tell people who you are. You don't have to give your name, but you're Sinister Mind on here, right?
Yep, my screen name is Sinister Mind. I am a software person for a nonprofit in the Twin Cities. I have 2 cats, and I'm a hermit that lives in Minneapolis. I also have a lizard. There's my kind of nutshell as a person.
Oh, okay. So I just got the notification, right? In order to show up in the donation bar, you have to donate $5 or more, I guess.
Lame.
I know, right?
Okay.
I didn't know that. I'm just looking at it and figuring it out. I set this up last night when Stream Elements took a giant duke on me, and I was like, oh, God, now I've got to do it this way. So So we're actually kind of running a hybrid of Stream Elements and Streamlabs. Pretty funny. Bull Prop wants to know what type of lizard.
Her name is Cheese, and it is a bearded dragon.
Okay.
She is about
King
4.5 years old.
King Kong Dong wants to know if you guys can hang out because he believes in herd immunity.
I don't like people.
Okay. So all right. So so you went up. So if you don't like people, how the fuck did you get the Rona? I mean, like you just went out and I saw the picture that you put in the Discord or whatever. Like you got to an island by a tractor. That seems weird.
Yeah, so we went to Canna Island, which has a lighthouse that was built in 1869, and it was previously operated by the U.S. Coast Guard, and that is on the Lake Michigan side of Door County, Wisconsin. So there used to be a roadway when the lake is lower, and it's about 5 feet higher than normal right now, so the road was flooded. So we took the tractor trailer out to the island, and the water is probably 3 or 4 inches below our feet underneath the boards of the trailer. And it was really interesting because it was just a limestone road the whole way out there, and probably 4 feet of water being pulled by this John Deere tractor through a quarter mile of Lake Michigan, essentially.
That's weird.
It was a lot of fun.
So how far away is that from Orr?
So round trip, I probably put 1,400 miles on my car. Got about 32 miles per gallon the whole trip. Went from Minneapolis to Orr to Duluth. It was an 8.5-hour drive from Orr to Ellison Bay, Door County. And then yesterday I spent 9.5 hours from Ellison Bay back to Duluth to drop my cousin off, and then back to Minneapolis.
Jesus, with possible coronavirus.
Yes.
That seems terrible.
I make great life choices.
Yeah, it seems like.
But it was
what
great.
What I'll do too is I will go back and edit in the 160 because that's what we hear, and I'll even give you one of these.
Still working on getting my PC booted up, so I don't even have Twitch running yet.
Yeah, that'll happen. So okay, so you think you got the Rona? So when did the fever start? Today?
It started yesterday in the car. So I had the air blasting all day, and I was just sweating still. But I don't own a thermometer, so that's what I'm working on getting a hold of today.
A thermometer?
Yeah, to make sure I'm not actually feverish.
Okay. And you're worried about that?
Kinda, sorta, but that just could be because I work in the medical industry.
Sure. So, man, that's crazy. So yesterday you felt it as you were driving back, and then what? You woke up today, it got worse?
Yeah, I woke up this morning and was coughing up half a lung. I didn't smoke all weekend, so it could just be that from not smoking. So who knows?
Oh, that reminds me of something I have to do off cam. Yeah, so you were driving. At what point in the drive did you realize you were sick? Yeah, go get tested. Fuck a thermometer. That's what Ellie Mae says.
I've been trying to get a scheduled test today or tomorrow, kind of a thing. So it was probably 10 a.m. yesterday. We started out on the road at 9. I got coffee in me, and then I was just still, air was blasting, and I was just sweating.
Are you dizzy at all? Like, is it like, does your chest hurt?
I'm always dizzy, so that's my migraine meds talking right there. But
right. Well, and that's kind of how I feel too. Is like I'm, as a smoker, like a lot of the times, like I cough, I feel shortness of breath, and I get headaches quite a bit. So it's like, oh, good. If I get the Rona, I will never be able to tell. So that's great.
And then they say if you're obese, you're screwed even more, and I'm essentially screwed at this point. So I'm just going to go get tested and call it good and see where I'm at on Friday.
Bullprop says, I heard the test is painful. Yeah, I heard the nasal swab is a bitch.
Well, I have a broken nose, so I've had cameras shoved up my nose before, so it can't be worse than that.
Ugh. King Kong Dong says, I have 5 friends who had coworkers get positive cases. Now they're showing symptoms, and we hung out last week. So we're all fucked with how quick this shit can spread.
Right, exactly. And watching all the studies that are coming out and the new data that just keeps coming.
Yeah, but the new data, a lot of the times, is just them calling themselves liars. I hate this shit. It's like, there's no math. There's none. It's so crazy.
Right.
Like, my thing, the thing that I always hold to is that they told us that this lived on surfaces a different amount of time, and now it doesn't live on surfaces. So what were they studying?
Right. That part is what confuses me the most. I'm trying to pay attention from the medical researcher aspect of my job and that part of data collection and trying to find the consistencies that's coming across from all of the reports from different areas and that kind of thing.
Anomaly Forever says, depends on who does it. I was tested 3 times, only was bad once.
Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people too. Like my neighbors said that they only had to go like a third of the way up their nose. And then other people are like, yeah, we just had to cough into a Kleenex and get some sort of shit out of our throats.
Jesus, that's crazy. Do you have like, so are you coughing and like it's not doing anything like that shit? Like, I mean, do you have those symptoms?
Yeah, it's a dry cough.
Sure.
So it's not like the smoker's cough where you quit smoking for a while and all the shit's coming out of your lungs.
Right. That's fucking weird.
And I've had pneumonia before, and it's definitely not pneumonia cough either.
Yeah, like, I never thought it was. I don't know. Like, so, do you anticipate it'll get worse today? God, I'm yawning. It's just a fucking one of those days. Everybody's lagging behind. Like, how much worse was it today versus yesterday?
I don't feel as feverish today.
Sure.
That could be because I slept in my own bed and
well, you weren't out in the heat all the time.
Right, exactly. But I'm feeling a little bit better than yesterday, but I'm still feeling off. It's just generally feeling off kind of a thing.
Bullprop says, I was always told during flu season to pay with coins because they don't hold germs like paper and plastic does. It all holds germs. That's the reality. That's just something somebody told you to make you feel better.
Do you live in Canada that you pay with coins?
Yeah, well, I mean, that'd be a lot of coins. Corey Adams Road Tom said, why not have her in studio, Corey? Then you can expect. So you just want me to get coronavirus. That's what's happening now?
Apparently that's the case.
One with my shadow says anal test, LOL. Yeah, with like a nasal swab, that would suck. Look at all this cotton stored up.
Yep.
Ellie Mae says, but now we have the coin shortage. Yeah, that's right. So
well, my company donated all of our swabs from our sampling. So I'll give a little bit of background about where I work. I'm at Be the Match, and we do medical research on cancer and bone marrow and stem cells. So I have a pretty big background in DNA research, stem cell research, cancer research, and bone marrow cellular therapies. So I kind of feel justified talking a little bit about medical research, but at the same time, I know that people have the right to doubt me because I don't have the clinical research degree.
Why do you think people doubt you? I mean, you're telling everybody what you're doing. I mean, like,
when it comes to coronavirus, like speaking about the research coming out of that.
Bullprop says, Corey, are you harboring all the coins? You caused the shortage. I am not. I didn't harbor any coins. Ask
I mean,
her about
I just finished my master's degree, JJ.
What's Wee CB? Dr. CB. I don't know what they're... Sometimes you give these people the benefit of the doubt, and then you just get garbage.
Yeah, I have no clue who they're talking about.
Oh, it's that Honduran witch doctor. That guy's pretty funny. Why are we bringing him up? Did something happen with him?
No idea. Nah, I'm trash like the rest of you, King Kong.
Yeah, everybody's trash. Everybody.
I'm a redneck from Orr, Minnesota. I'm trash.
Is that true?
I mean, I like to think it is. I embrace my trashness.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Fuck yeah, I got a bit.
Boom, there we go. Yeah, you got a bit.
Whee! My job here is done. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm sure people will see you randomly and about in the Discord. They can
Absolutely.
They can
I'm a
probably
hermit over there with the Sergio Romo twins picture.
Oh, there you go. They can.
Actually,
Mr. Approachable just
please.
said. Mr. Approachable said, "I'm headed to Orr on vacation in 2 weeks."
Tell us more. I want to know because I grew up there and I spent too much time there.
Where
And
the
I'll be
fuck
up
is there
in
to go
Gilbert.
to Orr? Just cabins, probably.
Cabins, resorts, fishing.
What the fuck resorts are there in Orr?
A lot of fishing resorts. There's Pelican Bay.
Oh, I thought Pelican Bay was its own thing.
Nope, that's right in Orr.
That's like on the outskirts, though, then, because that's not like
Nope.
in Orr.
Our school looked right over it, and the grocery store is right on the bay.
Really?
Pull up a map of Orr, Minnesota, please.
I'd rather not.
Okay, fine.
Fine, I'll do it.
Yeah, Orr is about 20 miles from the Canadian border, just south of Voyageurs National Park, and about an hour west of Ely. And I grew up about 10 miles outside of Orr towards the Canadian border on a tiny little lake next door to where my dad grew up in his redneck estate. ORR, not ORE. We are not.
I know how to spell Orr. So, yeah, that is.
Not you.
I didn't
JJ's
realize.
content.
I don't know why I thought it was Moose Lake for some reason.
Moose Lake is the tiny one to the
I
northeast
didn't realize.
there.
Okay, so right here, like I'm looking at it, right, and I see where Pelican Bay is.
Yep.
I just always thought it was outside of it a little bit. Interesting.
Nope. And then my high school is right where Highway 23 comes into Highway 53 on the bay. So right where it says Orr, if you zoom in, the old high school is there. Fucking War Road, bud.
Fucking.
I used to work for Marvin Windows.
Oh, Normans.
Yep.
This is just funny because I've been to Orr a few times.
Wally's Auto used to be between Frank's Marine and Norman's, and that burned down last summer. And then I grew up on Myrtle Lake, right where it says Kabtogama State Forest, north of there. Keep going, right there. Myrtle Lake. I grew up there. My dad grew up on the lake. My uncle still lives there. My whole family still lives there.
So you're like a weird lake creature.
I am a weird lake creature. I like the water. And then I grew up going to
Mr. Approachable, Orr, Ely, and Sudan. Yeah, that's right.
Tower Sedan, which is now part of the Babbitt Tower Sedan School
King Kong
District
Don
because
says,
they combined.
You're opposite of my sister. She lives in War Road.
Fucking War Road. Yeah, I used to work for Marvin Windows, so I'd go up there quite a bit. And my best friend.
Sinister Mind is on the line, JJ Alcohol Level. Shout out to Corey's dildo with 1 bit. That's rad.
Spent a lot of time in Orr. Didn't go to Ely too much because that's a lot of hippies and too liberal for my parents.
Yeah, that is a lot of hippies.
Big city. My mom's from Virginia. I'd be dropped off in Sturgeon River area there north of Hibbing in 73.
Yep. Hibbing's my old haunt. Hibbing, Buell, Chisholm.
My best friend lives in Hibbing now, just south on 73. And, yeah.
Oh, in Gilbert. I spent a lot of time in Gilbert, too.
Yeah, I'm about to go house sit up in Gilbert for my cousin with her new puppy and her 2 horses and everything while they go down south to the Ozarks.
I love that show.
I've never watched it.
Remember to go over to the Streamlabs site and donate. We're trying to get to our goal. If you donate over $5, it will show up and fill up this graph, because apparently that's a thing.
Yes, donate $5. I have to go to a meeting for work, so bye, kids.
Goodbye. Get out of here. Yeah. Get on up out of here. All right. Ugh. Yeah. So, yes, house sitting is still a thing. That's weird, right? New season of Ozark is coming. I was just kidding. I don't really care. Ooh, here we go. Look at that. And the ticker is working. Look at that. See, it just drives right by, and then it drops the bits out. It's kind of cool. We're, yeah, for sure. That's Sinister Mind. She's right there. You can also go over to the Discord, and she's in there quite a bit. We got a bunch of people. Let's get caught up on the Discord contest, because I think that that's going to be super funny, because I've been watching. So, in the Discord channel right now, at number 1, we have Ellie Mae. At number 2, we have Yeti Flyer. And at number 3, we have a Special K. So, those are your top 3. And remember, this month we're going to the month. So, at the end of the month, we will pop it up and we will go nuts. Yeah. King Kong, you got to get in there. Ellie Mae is in it to win it. We're 6 days in and she's going nuts. We were set it on the 1st, remember? And it's going to be just fucking good. Look at those bits come in. Hell yeah, taxes theft. Fuck yeah. All right. What else? Just getting caught up, getting our pace going here. Bull Prop 33, thank you. Love to have your subscription pop in. Sinister Mind giving 10. Let's get some noise effects going.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Ellie is already claiming victory. Look at that cup getting filled up. Look at that. So drinkable. It's funny that it's a cup, but like then the bits drop and they're all like spikes. It's like, who the fuck would want to drink that? That's how you die. All right. We got let's see here. We have a pretty interesting show. Kind of politics heavy today, but you know that happens. Sorry, not sorry. Let's see here. Okay, we already watched that one. I got a bunch of different stuff here. All right. Boom. There we go. Okay. We got that one up and running. What all do you get with a subscription? Well, you get to use Nightbot, which is a fun little up-down. You get access to our archives, which is cool. And then you also help out the channel. You help out the stream. So that's really cool. Honestly, I only came on here a few times a month. Usually listen to the show through my alarm clock. This one, of course, is only through Twitch. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's all good. You don't have to. I'm just pressuring you. I'm just giving you a little peer pressure. Thanks for coming in and checking it out, though. That's super rad. I appreciate that. Mr. Approachable, don't claim victory yet. I got 2 weeks off this month. It's hot as hell or raining. I might go crazy. That's right. Oh, taxes theft is on. Brady, how's your arm? Are you, Brady, get in the Discord. Are you working right now or are you still down? I want to talk about your arm. Yeah, come on, man. Just smoke these green eggs and hams, bro. They're going to get you high as fuck. Smoke the goddamn green eggs and ham. Smoke it. Still waiting for one person to donate over $5 so we get tracking on the donation bar. Nice. Dude, pop into Discord. Let's talk about your arm, man. That shit's crazy. I'm going to go on Facebook and grab pictures. Brady, get in here. I want to talk about your fucking arm. That shit was so gnarly. fucking do this shit. There we go. All right. Brady, you're in here? Yeah. What up, dog?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sounded good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Okay, so what I want to do first is I'm gonna I just was downloading all the pictures from your Facebook,
All right.
so I don't have to put your name on there or anything. But like, I just want like this shit is gnarly, dude. So okay, first off, let's okay, now let's see if we got this. See if I did this correctly.
All right, I'm back on.
What? Oh, you're back on? Okay, so here we go. We're gonna. So this is okay. First off, oh shit, here we go. Sub 1, hell yeah, bulletproof, fuck yeah, and we get that fucking sweet ass noise. And look at that, look at it spill over. Look at these goddamn graphics, baby. We got a mug. It's the dumbest things, Brady. I tell you, I'm so stupid. All right, so here's where we go. So on July 1st, you woke up like so. You got bit by something and it fucking went nuts, and we think it might be a brown recluse, right?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
So all right, so I know you posted that thing on July 1st. So you woke up on the 1st of July, and what happened? Your arm hurt, or like, because I mean, this was at 6 p.m. Like, was it bothering you all day before you took that picture?
Yeah, it was all day. It was fucking with me all day long.
So you okay?
Like
so
swelling
take
up,
us
swelling up.
So take us through it. Like you went, like what? You went to bed and then woke up, or like it was kind of fucking with you early. Like when do you think you got bit by whatever it is that bit you?
Okay, so that first picture of just the two dots, that happened the day before I was working in the garden.
Okay.
I was like, oh shit, I got bit by something, I think.
So you knew. So you knew when you got bit. You were like, oh shit.
I just saw the dots. Like I didn't feel anything at all. I just happened to look, and like I told my wife, I was like, oh, look at that, babe. She said, go take a shower and take Benadryl.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah, so then I woke up the next day to go to work at like 6 a.m. and it was just getting worse all day, and then it started streaking like around 2:30 or probably around 1. It started
that
streaking.
red stuff that you can see up there.
Yeah, that's like bacterial infection trying to get into my bloodstream, which would have cut the lights out.
Really?
Yeah. So then it started bubbling, and these bubbles got worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Swelling started going down. I actually did 2 rounds and an antibiotic shot.
So I have. So this one is the next one. Okay. So then. Hold on. Damn it. Let me see this. Okay. So we have that one. Let me just do show pick. That'll work better. Okay. So hold on. I'm gonna get a time frame here, so I want to make sure I'm opening them all in order here. So then we have, let's see, that's July 1st. Nope. Hold on. This. Okay. Now we can work. God damn it. All right. So the next one being July 2nd, right?
Yeah.
So then, all right. So then this, and this is, you posted all these on your Facebook. That's where I'm grabbing these from. But the, okay. So then this was July 2nd. And it definitely looks more red. Now, had you gone to the hospital at that point, or you were just watching it?
No, I went to the hospital when I left work early on Thursday.
Thursday being the 2nd?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
that
looking
was
at, so we're
Thursday.
looking at, this is July 2nd at 4:30 p.m. And this was, now, were you already out of work at this time, or is just like,
Yeah, I was supposed to get out at 3, but I left at 2:30. I got out a little early. Yeah. And I tried to do doctor on demand.
well, so, okay,
And then,
so it hurt the first, right? And then
yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
second, it was kind of fucking with it. Like, was it noticeably worse the second day? Like, I mean, was it like, oh shit, this is hurting a lot more? And what was the pain like? Like, what did it feel like?
Yeah, when I woke up, the pain, like from swelling alone, just in the area, was pretty bad, and it was itching, like so bad, like I wanted to run a razor blade across it, you know.
Ellie Mae says, Jesus, I'd freak out. Of course, I've had flesh-eating disease, so I'm more sensitive to that than the average person. Yeah, were you freaking out at this point in time, or did you still think it was just like, oh, that's weird, this bug bite is being super weird?
Well, I've had something similar happen to me before when I was working on a shrimp boat. Um, so once I got home Friday and I saw like the bubbles were getting worse and like this arm streak was like going past my elbow, I told I was like, can you bring me to urgent care? Like, I think we need to go. She was like, yeah, I think you should too.
Well, and I suppose you don't seem like the guy that's like, we should go to urgent care. So when you're saying it, probably everybody's like, yeah, move. Brady's gone.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because I'm not like I would normally just kind of let it go and phase out and deal with it.
Here's
But,
that. This is a Minnesota specific question right here. Anomaly Forever wants to know, on the UFTA scale, was it a 1 or a 10?
I guess it was probably about a 8.5 maybe for me.
Okay. So at this point, the next day, it was like really fucking hurting, right? Because you were at work. You said you left work early on that day.
Yeah, I left
Like,
work
how was
early.
your
Yeah,
how
it
was your hand? Were you able to use your hand at that point, or like what was going on with that?
My hand was starting to hurt when I left work. Like
Sure.
it was starting to like go up past my wrist into my hand, and it was just like trying to grip, you know? Like I don't know, it just kind of felt weird and swollen.
Okay. So, man, that fucking sucks, dude. So, okay, so now,
So yeah, I go to urgent care, and like this dude's really concerned, right? And
yeah, I mean, what
I'm
time? So
concerned, but
what time did you go to urgent care?
this would have been about
Were there the?
see.
Did you have
4:30.
Did you have the blisters yet?
yeah, oh yeah, it was just starting to blister.
Okay, so I'm gonna put up the one
So,
that
yeah, it
like.
was like
So they drew a line, right? Like they drew the line around everything.
yeah, they drew the line that way they can see it the next 2 days
Sure.
to see how like the swelling was going.
Okay, and then we're gonna put this one up. This is after the doctor. Okay, so you went to urgent care, and at this point you've got clearly the 2 fang marks or whatever, and then like just blister. Now, how bad is the pain? Like, is it a burning pain? Is it like an aching pain? How does it feel?
It burns and itches, but burns. It
Burns
just,
the entire
yeah,
time, like it just
hurts.
burns.
Oh yeah, yeah, it just fucking burns. Yeah, and itches at the same time. You know, every now and then like it'll itch.
Okay. So then you go there. Did they give you any kind of medicine or anything?
Oh yeah, yeah. They hooked me up to an IV for 30 minutes, and then gave me antibiotics and prednisone, which is a steroid to help kill the swelling,
Okay.
and lots of Benadryl.
Probably really strong Benadryl too.
Yeah.
But now they're
So I've been,
arguing
like,
over
in
whether or
and
not
out,
Ellie
like-
had actual flesh-eating disease.
So
Sinister Mind says Brady's getting really good at this talk show stuff. Yeah, it's true. Then
really,
Bullproof-
is that sarcasm?
no, she's there's no sarcasm, man. So
Sweet.
okay, so it's just puffing up now, and you go there, and then what is it? Because you didn't really post a lot more pictures after that, because you just posted that one post of a bunch of pictures.
Right. The other ones I posted just kind of like in the chat.
Oh, here's this is you
I
with the
think Brady
IV.
said
So they
so.
gave you the IV, right?
Yeah, it's where I'm like, fuck.
Hooked you up with the juice.
Yeah.
And then let's see. And then we have this one, which was posted pretty recently. And this is where it does start to look like a brown recluse bite to me.
That's
'Cause
where the blisters popped, huh?
Yeah. And I told you, I was on your page because like one of my favorite things to do is I like to try to figure out where shit like this comes from, you know, bug wise and shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, me too.
And
That's why it's got me baffled because.
Well, it's so
like,
weird
the
because like
blisters,
everything.
I've never seen that.
Right, and everything you were showing me looked like blister beetles, but they're not really in Minnesota. I mean, they can be, but it's very rare.
And plus, they seem to travel in groups. Like,
Right. Well, that's why that's why I
packs,
sent you those pictures
you know?
because if it was blister beetles, you would have known because there would have been a bunch of them.
Yeah,
That's why I was
exactly.
like. That's why I was like, did you see this? And you're like, no. So.
No.
And I mean, I thought it was probably. I mean, because you can definitely see two clear fang marks. How does it looking now? So when was this picture taken? Yesterday, day before?
That was yesterday.
Okay. How does it look today?
It's looking more dry today. I've been putting a colloidal silver on it.
Okay. And the doctor told
'Cause
you to do
that's
that, or
worked
you
out.
just homeopathic now?
No, it's my wife's sister. She's like that, and she told me to try it, and I'm like, why not?
Yeah, who cares? Might as well. What's it gonna do? Bite you again?
Yeah, exactly. What's it gonna do?
Yeah. So
That shit kind of burns when I put it on.
So are the fang mark? Because I mean, that clearly you can see those two dots. That's a big fucking thing. Whatever bit you. It almost looks like a snake bite.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think I would have seen that or felt that though?
Yeah, that's kind of why, like, when it was like fire ants and stuff, when people were saying that, I'm like, I feel like you know, blister beetles too. I feel like that's so weird. And like with the black or with the brown recluse, you'd think that if it was fang marks, it'd be closer together, unless that one point of entry is just like something else. I mean, it's just a very weird. Like, no wonder the people that do this for a living couldn't figure it out, But the way that the flesh is kind of. So, do you still have like a divot, or is like the flesh growing back yet?
No, there's still like a little divot.
Sure.
But it doesn't really look like it's spreading, and I mean, it's kind of dark.
Dude, I hope you did not go online and look up brown recluse bites, because that'll horrify you.
Yeah, I mean, I did, but I've already looked up that stuff. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
because I'm aware of like insects and shit. I'm
Mhm.
kind of fascinated by all that. So I already kind of know a little bit, but that's why it's so strange to me because like I would have felt a bite that big. I would have felt the sting if it was a bee. Like I know what fire ants feel like. I know what all that stuff feels like. So that's what's kind of crazy. So I understand
What
the
did
bacterial
it felt like?
infection.
So it just felt like a pinprick, or what? It didn't feel like anything.
No, it didn't feel like anything. All
See,
of a
so
sudden,
that's
like
that's something that also is synonymous with the brown recluse. Also, just FYI, is that nobody when you get it bit initially, it feels like a pinprick.
oh, okay. So you actually feel it.
Barely, but I mean, like, there's people that get bit by it, don't notice it, and then their leg starts to rot. Like that shit's not uncommon.
Right.
Same thing
Right.
with black widows, but a black widow, I feel like couldn't do that.
No, I don't think they're that bad, like on that kind of a scale.
Well, just the skin damage. They would like their venom doesn't target the skin like that.
Right, right.
So yeah, I think
But,
I would guess it's a brown recluse, which is also pretty rare in Minnesota. I mean, they're here, but not a lot of them. So the bright side is you got a lot of really cool wildlife on your farm.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Like I went out to the garden yesterday and just kind of looked around, and I was like, "Gosh,
Are you
I wonder
scared?
what the
Are you
fuck
scared
that
of the
is."
garden now at all, or you just don't care?
Not at all. I'm
Okay.
not scared of nothing, man.
That's gotta be kind of freaky, though. I would think.
Yeah, a little bit. My wife said no more weeding now without like
Protective gloves or some shit.
yeah, big rubber gloves, fucking metal armor, night
Yeah.
gloves, night
Yeah.
armor gloves.
You're not going out there without your gardening armor. We've talked about this.
Yeah, exactly. All squeaking and shit.
Yeah, Anomaly Forever says bug bomb it first before you go out mowing the lawn.
Nah, man. Some of the bugs are good, Some they maintain the balance in the ecosystem.
King Kong Dong 42 says, been bit by a poisonous spider. It felt like a mosquito bite, but my hand swelled up like a baseball when I was a kid.
Yeah. What I think it was a big combination of things. I think I probably got bit by something
Yep.
and then brushed up against something. A bacteria got into it, infected it, and then as far as the blistering, that is the only part I'm confused about. I don't understand that. So
Yeah,
that must
and brown
be some
recluses
kind of a
don't-
poisonous bite.
Brown recluses usually don't blister. They just rot.
Yeah, it just rots. And that's why like the blisters I do not understand. And especially how gradual they came along. Like the blisters. Because at first it was just red spots and then all of a sudden gradually they just blistered the fuck up.
Right. I
It's
bet
crazy.
you're right. I bet you did get bit by something and then just kind of rubbed something in there as you were just, because you probably kept gardening because you didn't even think anything of it, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean I kept gardening after she told me to go in and take a shower. I was like, yeah, let me just finish this patch real quick, you know?
Right.
Yeah, my arm itches or whatever, but it's no big deal.
So how does it, so does it hurt less today? Is it feeling better or no?
Yeah, it actually is.
And if you need, hey, if you need to lie to get another free day out of work, that's fine. Just go.
No, it feels a little better, but I feel like I'm still kind of susceptible to like an infection because it's an open sore right now.
Yeah.
And I work around raw meat, you know, so I feel like even patching it up.
Just saran wrap your forearm. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I just don't want to take the risk, you know, to be honest. That's why I took off today, just to kind of get another day of rest, and especially with this fucking medicine and shit, you know.
Yeah, do you feel loopy at all from it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like yesterday, I was like, "What the fucking day is it today?"
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man. Well, I'm
It's like a
glad.
steroid.
I'm glad you didn't die, buddy.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I'll try again one day, you know.
You'll try to kill yourself one day again.
Oh, it went dark. You went dark.
Huh?
That's a
I
joke,
didn't. Yeah, you went super dark on that, man. Jeez.
Yeah, terrible joke. Terrible
Well, on the
joke.
bright side, you get the day off.
Yeah. I'm watching My Cousin Vinny. Great movie.
I love that movie. The two.
Yeah, I do
I'm
too.
sorry. The two what? Utes. Did you say Utes? Yeah. Utes. The
Utes.
two Utes. I'm sorry. Now go ahead with your story.
I shot the clerk.
The two Utes. Yeah. The two Utes. They're Utes. They're like, little kids. Utes. Herman Munster arguing with Joe Pesci is cinema gold, and I will fight anybody that says otherwise. All right, buddy. Well, we're gonna cut you loose. Thanks for sharing. I'm glad you're okay. Do you have to? Is there a follow-up check, or as long as it doesn't go past that marker, you're fine?
Yeah, as long as it keeps doing what it's doing, basically. Like,
has it shrunk down? Actually, here, do this. Can you take a picture for us? Like, I want to see. I mean, you don't have to do it right now, but I mean, like, if you do it and just throw it up in the Discord, I can post it. Like, I just want to see what it looks like today, because that's something, like, I followed it, and then I literally, like, I was going back and forth with you. I was studying it, trying to figure out what it was, because that shit fascinates me,
Yeah, you were, dude. I wanted to tell you I appreciate that, too, man. Like, that was really cool of you to, like, help me out like that, because it helped me, too, like, look into more and other shit, because...
Yeah, well, I like
there was
insects a
one
lot.
point
Like,
where I was
it's super interesting, like, the poisonous ones. Like, just, like, the idea that, like, a tiny little spider can fuck up a human is crazy.
I know. And what's crazy, too, dude, like, Louisiana, we got every fucking thing poisonous you could think of, it seems like. And I've never really gotten anything like that there. Come to Minnesota where, like, it's all safe, and look what the fuck happens.
Yeah, well, it's not, yeah. I mean, it's, it's a big bite, though. The thing is that if it's like a big bite that some other bacteria got into, I mean, then it's probably a wolf spider. You know what I mean? Like, because there's a lot of big, like, wood spiders that can fucking put holes in you, but, like, not venomous,
Right, exactly. And with those prongs, that would make sense, a wolf spider.
Because that's what I like when I looked at it at first. Like, so when I first saw you post on Facebook, I looked at the first one. I was like, man, that almost looks like a wolf spider if it was poisonous. But if it got something else in there, that makes total sense. I bet that's what it was. I bet it was like a wolf spider and then just some bacteria in the fucking leaves that you were fucking around with.
Exactly. Yep. And that's kind of what I'm thinking too, But still, the blisters still don't make sense.
Yeah, the blisters are fucking weird.
Reaction.
That's why. I mean, that's why I thought it was blister beetles. Because, like, if you look at the blister beetles, like, the blisters looked identical because they balloon up like that.
Same color and everything.
Yeah, but again, like with blister beetles, there's usually a bunch of them. So, like, I feel like you would notice, and they're a little bit bigger. They're kind of like June bugs almost. Like they're big enough to where you notice them. Oh, you know what they are? They're about the size of box elder bugs.
Right. Yeah.
And like and it's a bunch of I think they're in the same family, but it's a bunch of them. You know what I mean? So it's like you would see like 4 or 5 of them if you got bit by one. 100%.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not just gonna see one lone one, and that you would notice, obviously. Yeah. So
you would hope.
But yeah, dude, I'll take a picture.
Yeah,
And
dude. Yeah, throw
like
it
I
up
said,
in
I
the
appreciate it.
throw it up in the show talk. So in the Discord where we are, the thing right above it, show talk, just pop it up in there, and I'll pop it in. So, oh, Yeti
All right,
just
cool.
sent. Yeti just sent. Yeti, is that a picture of when you got bit as a kid, or what is that? That's crazy. It looks like the eye of Saruman. Hold on, we're gonna grab this quick. Boom. Dude, this is. I'm gonna put this up on screen, Brady. This is fucking crazy. Right?
How do I get to it?
Well, I just gotta pop it on. Hold on.
That's gonna be on the Discord screen.
What he just sent is. I just gotta find it real quick.
All right, cool.
Oh, there we go. Discord is so weird. It won't let you
Pretty
save
cool.
an image, but it'll let you save the preview or the link. So you have to go to the link of the image and then click on it. It's nice, but it's just like there's a lot of like it overthinks itself a lot and makes itself counterintuitive. So this is King Kong Dong. That's his bite. Kind of looks like Saruman's eye or a butthole, I guess. Mr. Approachable says, LOL, I just picture somebody weeding in medieval armor. Yeah, no, that's right. Ellie Mae says, Marissa Tomei is so awesome in that movie. That's right, she is. My cousin Vinny.
Yeah,
great
she
movie.
is. She's awesome.
Bullprop says,
She won
looking
an
it up.
Oscar.
Bullprop says, looking it up, it could take several weeks or months for that to heal. Fuck. Wolf spider bite in Minnesota. Yeah, that's.
damn.
Oh, so that was a wolf spider. So this was a wolf spider bite. And like, notice how it kind of looks like what you had, but he probably didn't get any of the bacteria in it, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Bullprop says heath bites are not. Heath? Did you mean geese? Is that supposed to be geese or is heath a thing? I don't know if that's. Half the time, I don't know if people are actually talking real stuff or if that's just like a typo, you know, like an autocorrect. Like, what the fuck's a heath? You don't know how Google a heath?
Yeah, and autocorrect or just talking shit.
Yeah. Heath bites are not painful at first and often go unnoticed until the first side effects appear. Symptoms do not usually manifest for the first few hours after the bite. After reddening and swelling, a blister might appear at the bite. Okay? So maybe it's that.
Interesting.
Yeah, Anomaly Forever says, looks like Lyme's disease. They're all trying to convince you have Lyme disease.
I didn't see a tick, but thank you.
I think they're talking about King Kong Dong's picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Blue Prop says, I copied and pasted it accidentally. It didn't put the whole word. Oh, what's the cheese? What is that? What is it? Brown recluse. Black wid
Brown
heath.
recluse.
Wolf spite
Bubble
heath.
Blister Heast.
Blister heath. These. Okay.
I got a case of the Blister Heast.
When you say these, what are you referring to? He also said, seeing the blister picture made me want to pop them. Yeah, did you pop that blister or did it pop on its own?
It did its own. I wanted to so
I know.
fucking bad.
I was going to say,
So
like, how
bad.
hard is that not to fucking just be like, you know what?
So
Fuck you.
bad.
I'm in charge. Why didn't you?
happened
They
in my
wouldn't let you?
No, he told me not to specifically because I asked. He told me absolutely not.
Oh, the brown recluse. So yeah, it could be a brown recluse. I mean, brown recluses are in Minnesota. It's not, I mean, they're not common, but it's not that rare.
And I guess it could be with all the antibiotics they injected into me. It's kind of fighting off the rottingness, you know, more than I don't know. I don't know if antibiotics fight rotting flesh poison.
I mean, the spider literally gets rid of like they're fucking crazy, man. Brown recluses. Oof.
Yeah, for sure. Nasty.
When they like, hold on. I'm
And
just
little-
looking at them right now. It's so crazy, like because they're not like the ones that are in Vegas. Because in Vegas they're all fiddlebacks, but these ones look a lot like almost like wolf spiders. It's just kind of gross.
Yeah, they're harder to identify because typically you get that violent shape, and I mean, you know.
Yeah, no fiddle. Sorry, guys. I'll be with you in a sec. I'm just looking up brown recluses, baby.
Look up a. You ever seen we call them banana spiders down south.
No, I have not seen those.
They're not poisonous, but their bite can like irritate you. And they're pretty cool. You go tap on their web, and they'll start like
Here we go. What are they called? Here, I will grab one right now. What are they called? Banana spiders?
golden orb weaver.
Golden orb weavers. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. So there's actually a form of orb weaver that. So my buddy lives in Taiwan. So where my godson lives, right? And so he has there. They have what are called face spiders, and they're like they're golden orbs as well. Like golden orb weavers are crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got spiny orb weavers in Louisiana. I've got a few pictures of one of those. And yeah, their back looks like a little smiley face. Or I guess the dots, the way the dots are aligned on their back.
Well, welcome to this episode of Nightmare Material.
No way, man. Those things are so cool.
Yeah, they actually are. I'm not. There we go.
All right, have you ever seen a orchid mantis?
No, I have not. Okay, so hold on. Let me see. I got too many spiders here. Okay, so this is. So actually, here we'll do it this way, just for people asking. So this right here, as we go here, that is a fiddleback spider. This is a brown recluse. This is how they normally are, right? Oh shit! No diggity. Subscribing, tier 1. Thank you, buddy. Look at that. Fuck yeah.
No doubt.
Don't forget we got the donation tracker and donation goal. We're trying to get money. Damn, you're early as fuck. No, JB, this is how I do now. JB, you should come into Discord. Let's talk some MMA. It's a pretty huge ordeal that just happened. Also, if you want to go donate, go over to the donate section. We're doing a drive for a new SD card for the capture card so that we can play games because we have nights that we can do games. Anyway, so this right here, this is the that's the spider, right? This is the fiddleback recluse. This is how they usually look, and they're called a fiddleback because right here there's actually a fiddle location right here. And you can see like that's the bottom part and that's the top. That's why they call them fiddlebacks. What's interesting though is in Minnesota they don't always have that. This is a brown recluse as it's found in Minnesota, and it's a completely different thing. So the idea that I'm not near a PC or would, yeah, maybe JB, this might be the best fill-in ever. Brady, you're a good MMA guy to talk about. Like, is that the best fill-in you've ever seen?
Is who?
The fight this weekend.
Oh yeah, dude, this is gonna be awesome.
So for those of you that don't know, JB, I don't even know if you know. You probably do, but Gilbert Burns is out because of coronavirus, and they've got Jorge Masvidal. So this weekend is actually Usman versus Masvidal. Yeah, it's gonna be dope, and it's like I don't know. I was excited for the Burns fight, but this is gonna be pretty rad.
I was excited for the Burns fight because they both got like a similar style.
Well, and they were training partners. Like that's the thing.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
know each other.
So they know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this Masvidal fight, I wanted that to happen already.
I think
yesterday, whenever they were, when he was like, "I'm doing testing and everything," I'm like, "Oh, please let this happen." And then like 10 minutes later, they actually announced it. I'm like, "Fuck yeah." Yeah, it's gonna be good. On paper, I don't know, dude. I think it's kind of Usman's fight to lose, but I think Masvidal can take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely right there for the open. I mean, it's I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely there. This is hold on, let's see if we got this.
And then we got Jan and Aldo, man. That's badass.
I think that's gonna be a boring fucking fight, man.
You think that will be?
Yeah, I think Jan just hits him in the face and just knocks him into another planet. Peter Jan is he's fucking crazy. And like Aldo,
Yeah, I think
Aldo like used to be the best, but he's just not. JB says I'm pumped, but I think Usman will dominate. Yeah, I'd probably take Usman in this fight. I had Burns over Usman, but I think I would go Usman over Masvidal. But here's the thing: what if Masvidal just comes out and puts that pressure on? Because we haven't seen Usman since that Kobe fight, and a lot of the time those 5-round like just wars like that. I mean, he like everybody talks about that fight and how he beat Kobe, but I mean Kobe got his licks in too. Like his jaw loosened in that fight for sure. So. You know, whereas like with Kobe, Masvidal, he hasn't really, his last 2 fights really haven't, I mean, like the Diaz fight, he was all over him from go, and the Ben Askren one was like 30 seconds. Oh shit, here we go. No diggity, with a $1 donation. Fuck yeah. That one showed up. Look at that. And we got the ticker working. Fuck yeah. I'm excited. Shout out to Diggity with the $1 donation. 30.33%, baby. USADA defeated Aldo. Yeah, he did get that Brazilian testing flu, right? Because, like, who else was... Renan Barão. Renan Barão was another one of those guys that went years and years and years undefeated, pissed hot once, and then never really won again. Fucking Uberim, man. Remember when Uberim was, like, the Uber juice?
Yeah, dude. Uberoid.
Yeah,
that guy was
Uberoid,
huge.
Yep. This is the... That's the spider, the banana spider.
Yeah, those are pretty gnarly.
You ever been bit by one of those?
No. Well, maybe, but no, nothing like bad. They just kind of irritate the skin. I used to fuck with them a lot though, just because they're cool. I got really good up close pictures of some of them.
Yeah, they don't really do shit, right? Like they're all kind of just docile.
Yeah, they make webs, dude. They put a big zigzag in the middle of their web. And it's kind of like a warning. Don't run into me.
Yeah, it's interesting with the poisonous spiders.
They're so considerate.
With the poisonous spiders, they almost always have weird, fucked up webs. Like with the like Black Widows. So in Vegas, Black Widows were everywhere. And it has... Australia has the most dangerous... What is that? The funnel web spider, probably? Let's look it up. Fucking whatever.
Have you ever seen a Black Widow's eggs? They're spiky.
Yeah, I have. In
It's
Vegas, so when I lived in
not
Vegas
to
for 2 years, and like the Black Widow is literally like just the household spider there. Like they're fucking everywhere. Every bush has them. You'll find them in houses. I mean, they're fucking everywhere because it's a desert.
Right. Yeah, they survive really good in that kind of climate.
Mm-hmm. And they like, I mean. Like, I know stories of people where, like, they turn on the faucet and a Black Widow comes out of the faucet. Like, you want to talk nightmare material.
Fuck. Like, do they build up some kind of immunity because they're around them all the time?
No, they leave everybody alone. Like, they don't, like, spiders aren't really aggressive. They actually kind of hate humans. There's very rare that a spider wants to go after a human.
Well, yeah, but if they're that abundant, like, you're bound to put your hand in the wrong place and cover one and make it feel threatened, you know?
Right. And that's, I think, just the whole... King Kong Dog says, I'll stay in my Minnesota home, thank you. JB says, I've seen a stripper in Vegas named Black Widow. Same thing. Same exact thing. I'm looking here at a chart. I found the Encyclopedia Britannica, like fucking those old commercials when we were little. Fucking 9 deadliest spiders. Brown recluse is number 9. So that's at the bottom of the list. You're good to go.
There's one in Brazil. That's
really Brazilian wandering spider.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I wonder what these fucking look like. Oh, yeah, those look fun. Look at these guys. Hi, buddy. Oh, damn, dude, they're fucking huge. Fuck that.
Yeah, man.
Fuck
yeah,
everything.
Like,
fuck everything that's about. Look at that thing. Ugh. Yuck. Sinister Mind says, I really want to touch that spider. You're a fucking freak. That's insane. You're nuts. Don't do it. No Diggity says, Minnesota works. We don't have scorpions. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. You do have something fucked up, though, that'll cause you bubbles and shit.
Yeah. Gardening. Yellow sac spider. We're going to look at these. Whoa. That's cute. So this is one of the deadliest spiders in the world. And look at how tiny he is. Just a widow guy. Look at what a widow guy he is.
What does its bite do?
Hold on. Look at that little widow guy. Such a widow guy. Hold on. I want to zoom into this. There we go.
This rules.
Dude, look at this shit. Look at that widow guy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's so small to be that poisonous. Like it's like, so on this Britannica rating, it's number 7. Yellow sac spiders are clubinoids, a family of spiders that range in body length, yada yada. They build silken tubes under stones, so they're like in leaves or in grass. Maybe this is what you got bit by. Found throughout the United States as well as in Mexico, southward and South America. Huh. The spider's venom is a cetotoxin, a substance that destroys cells or impairs its function that can produce lesions. Huh. Victims still, redness and swelling at the site of the bite are common. Huh. I wonder if it was a yellow sac spider. Did we just figure this out for you?
Holy shit, dude. Does it cause blistering?
It doesn't say blistering, but it basically says redness and swelling. The size of the bites are common reactions. So, like, it probably doesn't even hurt. It can leave lesions, but they're rare.
Could be.
Let's see if they're in Minnesota. Oh. Ah, what the fuck? What was that for, Rusty? I had a fishing spider above my log pile. It's up to 4 inches around. Damn. Okay, yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's a big fucking spider. So, here's what we need to do. Is it in Minnesota? Dude, they're found throughout Minnesota. And maybe indoors year-round. Dude, I bet this is what you got bit by. I think we solved it.
Could be. I don't think I've ever heard of one of those either.
Yeah, but like I bet you've seen them. They're tiny. I mean, they're just like, they look like just little tiny bugs, and they're all over the place. I know I've seen one of these. I never knew they were that poisonous. I fucking like, that's crazy to me.
I'm gonna have to check that one out. They could be.
Well, let's go yellow sac spider bites. Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, for real?
I mean, it doesn't have blisters, but that could be like a bacteria thing also. I don't know. It's pretty intense, but I mean, like... Yeah, that's not cool. This is a YouTube link that shows one in somebody's hand. Good God. Look at that. Nightmare material, I tell you. Yep. Sinister Mind says that's what you got. Look up those lesions. Yeah, it does look. Come on, let's dig into this medical stuff. Up next, snake calorie? No. This isn't a, like, make me have nightmares forever show.
No. It's nature.
Yeah, the nature of me not wanting to do this. All right, so we got...
I'm never going outside again.
Wolf spider. You know, we're going to look these up for everybody to see. For people that don't know what a wolf spider is, these are, like, so ridiculously common in Minnesota. I feel like these are, like, the spider in Minnesota. I see these all the time.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
And they just get fucking big. Look at that motherfucker. What up, little guy? That dude's just chilling. Look at him. King Kong Dong says that nature can go fuck you. Yep. Are you streaming Saturday, bro? I don't know. I might do. Maybe I'll do after Saturday, like after the fight. But no, I've been doing Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. now is the schedule. So that's where we've been at. Spiders are so interesting. Fuck all other bugs, though. See, I feel that way about ants and bees. Everything else can go fuck itself. Although insects in general are pretty fascinating, especially the ones that don't live very long, because it's like, how are you still here? Like, one bad hookup season, you guys should all be gone. Ugh. Ugh. Look at this. So this is a wolf spider with the eggs on its back.
Don't some of them only live for like a couple weeks?
Like spiders or gnats?
Spiders. Or do they live longer? I thought there was a few that only live like for a little bit.
Probably. I mean, there's a lot of species that only live for a little while. It wouldn't surprise me if some spiders were like that also.
Yeah. Look at dragonflies, man. What is it? 24 hours?
Yeah, that's true. Sinister Might said the locusts freak me out and how they are still like, yeah, oh yeah, no, the locusts are crazy right now for sure. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm gonna JB. I don't know what you're doing after, but like after the fights, if you want to hop on here, we can do an after show. That would be fucking rad. I would totally do that. Do you want to bet on Aldo or what do you want to do for that? Rusty Grammar says I've known several girls who went to pick out clothes hanging in a closet only to find a wolf spider. Talk about forever to get ready. Kind of funny. Okay. Ugh, God, that's just disgusting. All right, so that's the wolf spider. Black Widow, we'll look at Black Widows, but like, I don't know. What's really weird is Black Widow is number 5 on this list, and they are the ones that I'm scared the least of just because of the time I spent in Vegas. It was so many of them everywhere that it just didn't matter. This is still crazy, though. The fact that people put this shit on their hands just geeks me out. Like, look at that. That guy's going to get bit, and he's going to fucking deserve it.
That Coyote Peterson guy does that shit all the time.
Yeah, and he fucking deserves it.
Yeah. I feel like he's geared more towards kids, though, the way he talks. Like, I was like, yeah, he's interesting, but then I'm like, no, he's kind of talking to me like I'm a child.
Right, and that's kind of like what I hate is he talks down to everybody, and it's like, whoa, dude, you put your hand in like you put your hand next to animals that could kill you, but you're gonna lecture me on like safety and logic? Get fucked, dude.
Yeah, exactly. If you want it to be like an extreme shock show, fucking do that. Don't just be like, oh, okay, here we go, kids. Don't do this.
Look at that Black Widow, baby. No digging.
You know
Said,
that
I'm gonna get up
golden
behind
widows,
him and jam my finger in his butthole. Oh yeah, the crocodile.
There's different
he didn't
color
know it
widows,
like that.
too.
Yeah, bees and wasps are far more interesting. Honeycomb. We want honeycomb. Yeah, plus wasps and bees are ants. Like that's an interesting thing too. Is from an evolution standpoint, they're the same family. They just started to develop wings. Like the whole way they hive, all that stuff. Bees are ants.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Patriot says, what's the yellow and black spider you find down by Mankato? I don't know. Let's find out. Argopos? Wait, are these are found in Minnesota too? Oh, good God. Time to move.
No.
Look at that fucking thing. That thing is ugly as fuck.
I don't think you could make it on the bayou, man.
Definitely not.
You got little spiders and you got big fucking alligators too.
I don't mind alligators. I've dealt with alligators before. Like it's fine. Like you just stay the fuck away from them and it's not a real big deal.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
that's
were in,
true.
like, I did some shows in Florida, right? And we're at the Gulf Coast University, and I'm standing outside smoking, and this fucking giant ass raccoon. I mean, it was just huge, biggest fucking raccoon I've ever seen in my life walks by, and I was like, God damn it! I looked at the buddy and I go, that looks like a possum or raccoon. And he goes, no, that's a gator. And I go, what? And I look, and sure enough, it's a fucking alligator just marching across the fucking street. And he's like, yeah, don't go over there. And I'm like, duh.
Yeah, don't go over there. Word of caution.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to see. I mean, you would see them dead on the side of the road, even like, just yeah,
Like roadkill.
yeah, like roadkill, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
fucking
Okay.
roadkill, especially next to canals.
Brown widow spider. I've never even heard of this.
Oh, they have brown widows. They've got like gold widows. They've got different color widows, man,
Seems
all
racist.
around the world. It does, but yeah.
They
Stupid
also have a
racist
weird
widows.
hourglass like formation. Crazy.
Yeah, yeah, they all do. They all have that distinct marking. Plus, in the bayou, you got snakes, rattlesnakes, you got otters, you got raccoons, you got wild pigs.
That's fucking insane, dude.
It's true, man. Water snakes, cottonmouths, water moccasins. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's that black and yellow spider again. We already looked at that. Yeah, these are fucking weird looking, man. All right. That's number 4. Number 3 is the red widow. So we've had 3 widows on this. I didn't realize that widows came in color. I didn't realize they were like the Green Lantern of spiders.
Yeah, yeah. And they're
Oh,
like in all
Jesus
different parts of the
Christ.
world.
This is a gross fucking looking spider.
Yeah, the red one. Doesn't it have like a isn't it a golden hourglass?
Yeah, it's got like a golden something on its back. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, those are wild. Never seen one in person.
Mr. Approachable says, right, an alligator won't come into your house, crawl under your sheets, and take your foot. Yeah, it's fair. Petrie17 says, those things are literally everywhere down south, Mankato and St. Peter. Oh, really? Those golden yellow ones? Crazy. King Kong Dong says, I'm just happy we don't have taipans. Fuck those snakes. They can kill a human within minutes. Is that true? That's crazy.
Taipan?
Yeah, taipan.
I thought the black mamba was the worst.
Well, I mean, yeah, but there's other ones for sure. Let's see what that.
Where does the taipan live?
Taipans are the snake. They are large, fast moving. Where are they found? Australia and Europe, it looks like. Let's take a look. It's turning into insect hour. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, those things are gross looking. Those things are fucking big. Mama means business, too. Look at that guy. It's like, yo, what up? You ain't from around here.
You ain't from around here, are you?
Yeah, that red widow almost looks fake for sure. Maybe there'll be politics and less spiders when I get back. Yeah, you can hope. Here's hoping, right? Look at that shit. Look at that guy is pissed. Yeah, those don't seem
Did you
fun.
show him the spiny orb weaver yet? The one with the little smiley face?
No, we're just going down the list. So this is
Sweet.
that red widow. I mean, this thing is crazy, like uncomfortable. Like I don't like it.
Yeah.
Sinister Mind says another meeting. Maybe next time there'll be politics and less spiders when I get back. And Rusty Grammer goes, gross. Politics? No thanks. We already have Paula Wasp, Paula Spiders. I don't need politics. Pretty good. Mr. Approachable says,
good.
how about the Fer de Lance? It's known as the 20-step. Oh, is that the 20-step? Fer de Lance. There are so many fucking poisonous animals
So I think about this a lot. Like all of these things, right, that we don't know much about, like they're all in their own little world. And
Whoa, this thing's
they're
crazy.
all
This looks
different.
like a rattlesnake without a rattle.
And they're all different. And we exist at a time all these things exist, you know? It's pretty wild.
Well, the thing that always got me about that, I agree with you, but the thing that always got me about that is thinking about, look at that thing. That thing is literally, that's a rattlesnake without a rattle. That's a rattlesnake that's not even going to tell you it's pissed. What a dick. What a fucking dick.
Who needs warnings?
Everybody needs warning when you have enough venom to kill somebody within 20 paces.
Not this guy.
Right, apparently not. So yeah, I don't know. Sinister Mind, I don't know why your donation didn't show up here like Nate No Dogs did. I got it down to $1, so now it's $1. I'll get you to sign up. Don't forget to go donate. That's going to go help the stream. We needs it. That is rad. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, these Red Widows, man. Their web is
Red Widow
super.
got you, huh?
Well, their web is just super crazy. All the widows are like they just. I just didn't realize there were more colors than black widows. You know, like black widows, I've dealt with a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the other ones look even worse. I mean, the Black Widow looks. I think they look really cool, like solid black with red. But these other ones, dude, they look different.
Yeah, redback spider is number 2. Another cousin of the black widow. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 variations of the widow spider so far in a top 10. No, top 9. So 4 of the 9 are widows so far.
Ranked, and they're all ranked, what, from 5 up so far?
Yeah, Black Widow is actually the least amount of deadly at 5, and then it's 5, 4, 3, and 2 are all Black Widow jams, as it were. Yeah, these gross.
That just any climate, it seems like, you know, like that species.
Look at the webs, though. The webs are always fucking crazy. And there's one killing a snake. No big deal.
What's for dinner tonight, Dad?
Oh, snake again. Boo.
I don't want snake again. Oh, and it's another grass snake. Gotta eat your vegetables, son.
No thanks. Rusty Grimer said there's one breed of rattlesnake down in the southeast corner of Minnesota. I was at Whitewater State Park. It's creepy walking the trails and you can hear them. Yeah. In California, like outside of LA, if you go on the trails, same thing. You can hear them. It's fucking crazy.
After Hurricane Katrina, there
Oh,
was
that's a lizard. Yeah, you're right. That's not a snake. You're right. I fucked up.
After Katrina on my parents' land.
Oh, look at that thing. God damn it.
That
That
fell.
thing.
Had a fucking family of rattlesnakes underneath there, man.
Oh,
Had to
good.
burn them all.
Oh, good. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah. Real
All
shit.
right. Yeah, right? Okay. So now the deadliest spider is a funnel web spider, which I think we all knew.
Yeah, funnel webs.
Funnel webs didn't even have antitoxin until like the 80s. Like, that's so crazy. Like, it was like mid 80s when they came out with an anti-venom for them. And they shoot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they lift up and they can spit at you.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Does that shit break the skin?
I don't know. I don't know how that goes. But, like, it's crazy because when they're threatened, they just go up. Or no, that's a snake. It's not. They can't spit. I'm an idiot. It's just how they are. Spider. Let's see what the bites look like. That's what we should have been doing. We should have been looking at the bites this whole time.
I'm sure they hit most predators in the eyes. You know, that would be a little bit lower to the ground.
Ugh. Yeah, look at this shit. These are all funnel web spiders. Maybe you got bit by a funnel web, bro.
Does it look like that?
No. It looks way worse.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that's one I didn't even think. Like, no.
Well, it's only in Australia, so nothing you can do.
Well, yeah,
there.
that's why.
That's not a skink. What up? All right. Yeah, I wonder. So let's find out what that rattlesnake is in Minnesota, because I want to see that. I didn't realize there was rattlesnakes here.
I didn't know that either.
Timber rattlesnake.
Really?
There's only two venomous snakes found in Minnesota. Timber rattlesnake and eastern masuga. Both are rarely found in the southeastern corners. Interesting. So yeah. Let's go. So the Masuga is also a rattler, but their rattle's like real weird.
Must be a really wooded area, huh?
Yeah, it would have to be, right? So that's the one right there. Yeah, eastern Musaga and timber rattlesnakes, right? Timber rats. No, not timber rats. God, that would suck. So that's that's crazy. All right. Hey, look, more funnel web spiders. Yay. Welcome to the Nightmare Material Hour. Oops, somebody's hopping in the car. You leaving? Where'd you go, Brady? Hi.
Hey.
Where are you going? You leave. You're so mad at these spiders and snakes, you're leaving the show?
No, I had to unlock my truck so I can get my pack of cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
King Kong Dong says
Truck
if
was
this heat keeps up, those snakes will move north. Don't fucking say shit like that, King Kong Dong. Fuck you. I hope they move north to your fucking delivery van, you prick. Why would you fucking say that? Why?
Because it's true. Feels great.
Shut up. It's not true, and it doesn't feel great. How about that?
I like it. It feels good. I like to be outside on hot days.
With spiders and snakes?
Get bit by bugs and shit.
Yeah, but not everybody's you, bro. All right, I'm gonna let you go, Brady. I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna keep moving along with this. I thought Tovar was in here. Tovar is not in here. I thought he was, but here. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for sharing, man. I'm glad your arm feels better. Send us a picture of what it looks like today.
Cool, I will.
All right, buddy.
Thanks for having me on, dude.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for doing it. Good job.
Yep. Later.
All right, bye.
Thanks.
Yep.
Bye.
And King Kong Dong, you have to answer for your crimes. Unmute, you prick. Fucking pissed at you. Fucking what an asshole. Oh, they'll just move up. No big deal. We're just going to move them up. Move them up. No big deal. Move them up. I'm scared too, so fuck off. Yeah, right? Oh, God. Like, I thought... What's the point in living in an area that is like tundra-esque if nobody cares? Like, that's fucking crazy, right? Super dumb. Super fucking dumb. All right. Remember to go over and donate. We will have prizes for top donator. Also, don't forget to go to Discord. Discord. Also, don't forget to, if you can't do the donation or whatever, head on over to Venmo or PayPal, and every bit helps. Look at this. Corey's dildo dropping a bit. Boom, into the cup it goes. Fuck yeah. Fill up that cup. Hells yeah. 5 bits for my sin. Good. How's Canada? That's a good question. I don't know. Canada. Wait. Here we go. I found 10 most dangerous animals in Canada. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I found a thing. It's called 10 most dangerous animals in Canada, right? Like, here's my prediction. Oh, no. This is my prediction, right? I don't think it's going to be spiders. I bet excuse me. I bet the dangerous animals are all like mooses and bears and like shit like that. Maybe a snake or a bug, but I can't imagine it's anything but just like raw, like something like a fucking polar bear or something. A grizzly, polar bear, fucking moose. Hippo. The Canadian hippo. All right, here we go. Yeah, okay, the link I just turned on has a bear on it, so I feel like I already won the bear example. So, moose. These aren't rated. These are just in general. So, moose. Black widows. So, they have black widows up there. Black widows are fucking everywhere, man. Prairie rattlesnake. Look at that guy. That guy's cute as hell. Prairie. Why is he called Prairie if he's in Canada? That's so weird. Southwestern Canada, particularly in Alberta. Interesting. Oh, a cougar. Oh, good. Venomous mice? Do those exist? Of course they exist. Why wouldn't they? Polar bear. Called it. Polar bears you don't want to fuck with, man. They're so fucking mean. Polar bears attack humans and they don't give a fuck. Attacks by the polar bear are fatal and often predatory reasons. That's so crazy. They just hunt. Grizzly bear. Look at that guy yell. He's all like, rah, I'm a grizzly bear, rah. Look at all these bit by bit trickles in. Shout out to Corey's dildo. Get it? Black bear. A little black bear? What? A little cute little black bear. He's just such a cute little black bear. Look at him.
That would be cool.
Highland.
Masuga rattlesnake. Oh yeah, and a wolf. We forgot that one. A wolf. Guessing a Corey Bears one. I like how you donated right after. Like you felt bad for your insolence. You're like, oh yeah, shit, I better donate. A coyote? Look at that wolf. Look at that coyote. Kind of cool. The wolf is usually considered to be the largest wild animal of the dog family. Huh. Good old coyote. Oh, so here's the ranking. Moose is number 1. Yeah, so whoever called Moose, yeah. This dog has a white fang. White fang. It's pretty good. Behold the wolf. Yeah. So Moose, Black Widow, so check that out. Rattlesnake, Spider, Moose. It's always the fucking Moose. Where was the Moose? They kind of led with the Moose, huh? Oh, so this was in order, but it was first orders. Okay. The Moose is a deer? That's fucking weird. I never knew that. $15 to 25 years. Yeah, they can collide. I actually remember a buddy of mine hit a moose. Yeah, oh yeah. No, so we, most people that live up north have a moose story. I'm sure, Sinister Mind, you probably have friends that have a couple, right? So me and my buddies were driving up to Hibbing, and we cleared, where the fuck was it? It was past Hinckley, but it was more south than you would think it was. I want to say it was like by Moose Lake. Get it? But so we were driving, and my buddies had a Ford Tempo, and they hit this fucking moose doing probably like 50, just crack. And the moose staggered off into the woods. I assume he probably died, but like the fact that like he totaled this car and walked away. I mean, they're literally fucking tanks. Moose are fucking crazy. It's fucking unbelievable. All right. Let all that trickle. You know what? We're going to be done with the animal shit for today. I can't do it. We got some political stuff. Let's do the... yeah, right? What's up? Holy shit. What's going on? Car versus moose? All right. We're doing that right now then. I guess we'll just keep doing this. Oh, Jesus. Are there videos? Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Look at that. That poor fucking moose. That's crazy. We're gonna copy and paste this over into the Discord chat of Show Talk. Brady, you never sent a picture of your arm today. Yeah, for a day. You have been in there cranking it up. I've watched. This one just looks like the moose is driving the car.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, or the moose could drive. What did he do now? Yeah, Jacob Fry's awful. I hate him. I don't know. What did he do now? Is it... Ugh. Am I going to be bummed out by Googling this? Let's see here. It says...
Excuse me, bitch?
Look up Crookston Moose. Okay. The Crookston Moose is tranquilized and bound for Kitson County. Oh, poor buddy. Poor buddy. She lived in town for a few months. That's kind of cool. They tranked her. How do you get moose piss off of a GoPro? Okay. Okay, let's do this. He probably endorsed Kanye. Yeah, that fucking moose. Yeah, dude. No, that's how it goes. You're driving 65 miles an hour, and all of a sudden, boom, moose in there. Look at all these bits. Look at them go. It's kind of fun. Look at that cup. The cup is getting full, you guys. Good job. Get that cup. We need more people donating, so we have the donation banner going. Yeah, up north they have moose crossing sites. That's crazy. Yep. Trying to find the picture from my dad from our yard north. Oh yeah, that's probably fair. Yeah. Fry did probably endorse him. Let's be honest. All right, let's roll over into some politics quick. This is about the pandemic and how the economy is going to be a big part. This is Reason. You know, we love us some Reason here. Here we go.
Today, the greatest risk of global catastrophe doesn't look like this. Instead, it looks like this.
One of the most frustrating aspects of the novel coronavirus pandemic is how many early warning signs and response plans for just such an event were waved away by public health officials, the president, governors, and just about everyone else who could have made a difference. The George W. Bush administration nearly put in place a pandemic preparedness plan.
I'm here to discuss our strategy to prevent and protect the American people from a possible outbreak.
And then let it drop.
What a problem. Came out of nowhere.
It's important to underscore that all the death and economic wreckage COVID-19 has caused didn't just come out of nowhere, because there's another totally predictable crisis that promises to be even more damaging to our way of life. The national debt, the amount of money that the federal government owes, is already choking down economic growth. But in the future, it could lead to a sudden inflation and a loss of confidence in the federal government's ability or commitment to repay its debts in full, and such a crisis could spread globally. That's according to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, which has been warning Americans for years about the long-term consequence of the ballooning debt. Like the coronavirus, the debt problem has the potential to seemingly appear out of the blue and turn our world upside down in a matter of weeks. There's plenty we can do to avoid and minimize the potential shock to our system, but Congress and presidents from both major parties have accepted Dick Cheney's false maxim that deficits don't matter. Instead, they all just keep spending more than we take in, even during the good times. And being so deeply in hock will make us less able to deal with the future crisis. The amount of money the government owed to the public was 79% of gross domestic product at the end of 2019, up from 31% in 2001. The COVID-19 lockdown and emergency spending will push the curve above 100% of GDP by the end of 2020, and it's expected to keep rising. Emergency spending and plunging tax revenues are making a bad situation worse. The Congressional Budget Office forecasts that the budget deficit this year will be 17.9% of GDP, meaning the government is running much larger deficits than it did even at the height of the financial crisis. Economists such as Nobel Prize winner Paul Krugman and proponents of modern monetary theory look at the absence of inflation and higher interest rates so far as justification for ever more spending and borrowing. While it's true that the cost of paying interest on the debt is still dwarfed by other expenditures, that's because historically low interest rates have made government borrowing cheap. But there's no reason to believe that interest rates won't rise over time. According to conservative estimates from the Congressional Budget Office, as the total budget grows as a percentage of GDP, the cost of paying interest on the debt will increase faster until it accounts for about 24 cents of every dollar spent by 2050. And these estimates don't take into account emergency spending for COVID-19, which will make servicing the debt even more costly over time. Like a monthly credit card payment that eats into a household budget, federal debt means less money to buy other things. And when governments run large, persistent deficits, it also has a devastating impact on economic growth over time. Our current debt levels could reduce gross domestic product by about 1/4 over the next 23 years, according to research by Harvard economists Carmen Reinhart and Kenneth Rogoff. It's a case of what French economist Frédéric Bastiat referred to as the unseen, because we'll never get to experience how much wealthier we otherwise would have been had the federal government practiced fiscal prudence. Anemic growth will impact the poorest Americans most of all, causing their material progress to slow considerably. It means less leisure time, smaller homes, older cars, and less health care. In the short term, there's no question that the government can and will be able to borrow massively, and interest rates are likely to stay low for the time being as the world shifts into recession. But there's also the specter of investors here and abroad refusing to buy U.S.-issued debt as our economy flattens, China flexes its economic and political might, and alternative instruments such as Bitcoin and gold offer safe refuge. Like a global pandemic, a debt crisis seems impossibly off in the distance until it's the only thing you can see. Even the most hubristic economist or president would have to admit that there will come a time when the U.S. dollar is no longer the world's reserve currency.
They show Ben Franklin for hubris.
Won't necessarily be as dramatic as when German paper marks became worthless after World War I, but it will massively reduce purchasing power even as it increases the cost of everything. Spending proponents sometimes cite World War II when talking about battling COVID-19. And the analogy is apt for reasons they may not intend. Between 1940 and 1945, federal spending increased tenfold from $10 billion to over $100 billion to pay for the war effort. But when victory was won, the government immediately cut military spending. Once peacetime growth resumed, the debt-to-GDP ratio fell quickly. But starting in the 1970s, with the exception of a 5-year dip during the economic boom of the 1990s, the federal government has been growing the size of the debt in relation to GDP. Instead of a foreign enemy, our out-of-control spending has been driven by the persistent rise in the cost of entitlements such as Medicare and Social Security. Even as total tax revenues increase, we keep spending more and more, adding to a national debt that costs more to service, even as it reduces economic growth. Despite seemingly just showing up in America without notice, the coronavirus pandemic and all that has happened over the past 2 months didn't just come out of nowhere. It was there all along, barely lurking in the shadows. When the debt crisis materializes and our options are severely limited because of decades of profligate spending, politicians sitting in the Oval Office in Congress will claim that it all just came out of nowhere like that crazy virus back in 2020. But nothing could be farther from the truth. Budget wonks are sounding the alarm. We need to heed these warnings now or suffer an economic lockdown later from which there may be no escape.
All right, so that was our buddies over at Reason. I love their work. I'm a big fan. So that's some of the stuff that's going on with the economy right now. And the economy is a bigger threat than this pandemic. It just is. And what's so infuriating, I think, about this pandemic and all of this is that it's literally like the thing that's frustrating is that this pandemic is nothing anybody could have seen or controlled, but the way that we're reacting to it is so political, it just doesn't even matter. For instance, like, the Dems are trying to make everybody go back into lockdown. That's because they want to drain the economy. If they can sandbag the economy, that will literally make it so that the person doesn't win. One of the biggest things that dictates whether or not a president gets reelected is, in fact, the economy. So The cure is here, though, so shut it all down. Yeah, I mean, and here's the other thing, too. Watch the deaths. I've been telling you guys this for months. The cases don't matter. The more testing you do, the more cases you will get. Look at deaths. Deaths have been on a steady climb. You know what we'll do? We haven't actually done this on this show in a long time, but let's go over and check our coronavirus ticker, because we love this fucking ticker. We haven't used this in forever. This used to be the old standby. So this is worldmeter.com. For those of you that don't know, I'll put it in the Discord, but FYI for the Discord folk, we have a COVID room where you can go interact with the bot and do everything there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, and the COVID bot in the Discord room is actually using that world meter one. So that's something cool and interesting to realize, right? If you need to get into the earplugs, what did you say about earplugs? Beware of the pan Democrats. Keep your distance. Fuck the mask. Wear earplugs. Yeah, you're not wrong. Let's see here. There we go. If you need to get into the Discord, there's the link for Discord. It'll also be just right up. Yeah, it's right there. So that's cool. All right. So this is the United States, right? And so look at the deaths, right? So yesterday we had 251 deaths. That's in the entire country. 2 days ago, we had 254. Now, the thing about this that I've always told you is that it's like a sound wave, right? So if you go down to the graph, right, and again, these don't matter. Like it looks like if you're looking at just total cases, this looks scary. But the reality is that there's a lot of states that have heightened their testing almost 300%. So of course the cases are going to go up. That was always going to happen. Daily new cases are going to go as we test more and more. This number goes up. It actually went down the last couple, but it's going to go up as we start testing. The active cases do this little zigzag. That's fine. But here, this is the birdie to keep your eye on. It's total deaths. The death total is always going to go up because it's adding on this right here, the daily deaths. Daily new deaths. This is how many people are dying every day of coronavirus in the United States. And if you look, this is in March. It escalated all the way up here where we had at a high 2,749 people in one day, which is a lot. But look at how it steadily goes down. We're down to 250. Like on average, even if we allow for the spikes, we're talking 700 people. And I'm not saying that people don't matter. They do. But in terms of percentage of population, that's not a lot. Whoa, look at those things. That cup is full, baby. Filling that cup. I'm clean. Fuck the dirties. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, right? All right, let's do the donate again. Get over to that donate. I want to see that graph fill up. Let's do it. Also go to Venmo. Anything that you give me on PayPal. Oh, yeah, so if you have Venmo or PayPal, anything you give me on those two things, I will add into the bar. So any donation goes directly into this capture card and SD card for the stream because that is going to be huge. As far as being able to play video games online for you guys. Because that's what we're going to do from now on. We're going to take this money that we're making here and we're going to pump it right back into the stream. We've tried, I mean, you see how much I've tried. We got this guy over here, up here. We got a nice little counter. We got this bar's going. We got the little thing going around. Got the little cupcake stuff. Mive is still missing from the beginning in the graph. Mive. I don't know what Mive means. Yeah, fuck your STD test. Let's go see a fucking regular test, right? I'm a cash direct person, then do that. My donation. Yeah, I'll get your donation in there too. That's something we will do for sure. And then let's see here. Over here and take a look. Take a listen. But yeah, like look at how it spikes up and then it spikes down. Up and down. And that's just kind of what it's supposed to be doing. And the reality is that like part of the reason this is so fucking political is because of how Trump interacts with the media. Everybody hates Trump, and they want to go after him, they want to get him, they want to do whatever. But there's a method to what he's doing, and he's making the media and everybody follow him. So here, we're going to watch this real quick, and then we will come back and discuss.
The ability to influence mass media
isn't... happened? There we go. Boom. So this is a interesting thing that I found on the YouTubes, but this is all about how Trump influences the media. So here we will watch this and come back and discuss it.
The ability to influence mass media is an actual real-life superpower. The Kardashians, for instance, have earned over $100 million with that power. But by far the best media influencer that I have ever seen is Donald Trump. While other people get buried by scandals, he thrives on them. He won the presidency through a hailstorm of scandals that really no one else could have come through, despite spending only slightly over half of what Hillary did on his campaign. And that was because Donald was able to get the media to influence votes towards him for free, despite the fact that many of those outlets were trying to do the exact opposite. And that's why in this video, we are going to talk about why Trump is able to thrive in today's media environment and how he controls the media so well. To be clear, I'm not supporting or even criticizing Trump in this video. I'm personally just interested in how all of this works.
There's a hot take.
Let's begin with what
There's
it
a hot
is
take.
that Trump
I'm not
wants.
criticizing.
And that's pretty simple. Trump wants to have his core message repeated, whatever that message is at any given time. And he wants that as often as possible until it sticks in your memory and all the opposing messages are just drowned out. After all, what gets repeated gets remembered, and what gets remembered gets done. To be clear, this isn't unique to Donald Trump. Brands pay big money to do this all the time. The only difference is that McDonald's has to pay every time you see one of their ads, whereas Trump got over $2 billion in free advertising during the 2016 campaign, and who knows how much since then. Now, he did that by understanding that the news media wants very specific things. They need stories that people are going to watch, click, and share, because without that, the outlet goes out of business. And what people are going to watch, click, and share turns out to be a very small group of things. First off, those things need to be sensational. We pay attention to things that seem out of the ordinary. Not every single day is going to bring news that feels so crazy and out of the ordinary, so boring and nuanced statements are often taken out of context in order to drive up the shock value and grab attention.
Small business owners, guess what? The president has a new message for you.
If you got a business, that you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
Huh?
Ooh, you didn't build that? Who built that? Who built that business? Who worked? Who invested? Who took risks?
Somebody helped to create this unbelievable American system that we have that allowed you to thrive. Somebody invested in roads and bridges. If you got a business, that you didn't build that.
Country are trying to come in. We're stopping a lot of them. But we're taking people out of the country. You wouldn't believe how bad these people are. These aren't people. These are animals.
I want to share what Trump said yesterday when he was talking about sanctuary cities in California. These are animals.
I'm a lot more concerned of when he does things like call immigrants animals. And it is a very slippery slope when you start dehumanizing people this way. It's what the Nazis did. It's what slave owners did. It's not what Americans do.
Thank you. There can be an MS-13 gang member I know about. If they don't reach a certain threshold, I cannot tell ICE about them.
Yeah. We have people coming into the country or trying to come in. We're stopping a lot of them. But we're taking people out of the country. You wouldn't believe how bad these people are. These aren't people. These are animals.
Within sensationalized stories, there is one type of sensationalism that is king, and that is stories that make you angry, that get you riled up, because nothing gets shared more than videos and articles that enrage people. And Ryan Holiday dives deep into this in his book, Trust Me, I'm Lying. I highly recommend it if this topic interests you.
I'm going to stop it right there. We will go back, but I will say this. We can have a whole book party on that. Ryan Holiday's Trust Me, I'm Lying, one of the best books I've ever read. And it's so interesting, and it talks about how this shit works. And Trump is the best at it. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. Let's get caught up on chat here quick, and we'll jump back into the video. Let's see here. My donation, typing with one hand in my meetings, LOL. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll put your donation in there too. We're at 2 something, right? It was hard when my eyes won't focus. Yep. Trump gets lots of free media because they're obsessed with him. Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm loving tits. I'm loving tits. Yeah. Trump realized America was sick of Bushes and Clintons. Yeah, I mean, he was just a guy that went in there. I mean, it's crazy, you know. Oh, here. Brady actually sent me. Let's we'll jump back into the video quick. We will finish it. I just want to Brady sent me. Where is it? Boom. Where did you send him? Facebook, right? Yeah, there it is. So these are... These are pictures from... Are these from today, Brady? I feel like they are. Oh no, I got the corona. Okay, so... Sorry, we'll get this. I'm just getting all three of these set over so that you guys can see them. Okay, so this is from today. Yeah. So this is just now, right? Okay, perfect. So that's fucking gross, man. It looks better, though. Like, it looks like it's healing, at least. That's cool. Oh, yeah, whatever. No, that's fine. That's perfect. Don't apologize. Thank you. That's what I asked for. That's really rad, dude. I mean, sorry. I'm glad that you're feeling a little better. But, yeah, that definitely looks like something, man. It's crazy. It does. It looks like your arm looks like it's 87 now. That's just something that you have to... Can we do it on here? I bet we can. Let's... Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude. That is not a fan. Looks painful, too. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, dude. Like, that's gnarly as fuck. I'm glad that it's not bothering you anymore. Sounds like it is a little bit, but still, that's crazy. I'm gonna, Brady, you don't care if I put these in chat, right? I'll put these in the Discord. When we're done with the show tonight, I will pop these in the Discord. Also, yeah, that'll work. What up, Mist Willies? How are you? Welcome to the show. Welcome, everybody. Remember that donation thing, man. We got to get these capture cards because we're going to get this channel up and running. Like, this is going to be great. The capture card and the SD card will allow me to play all my retro systems too, which is super rad. All of the money goes back in. Here, let's go back to the Trump influencing video, and then we'll talk more about it. Oh.
Third, there is a strong preference for news that has a strong audio and visual component to it. Now, the recent reporting of kids in cages at the border hits this hard with audio and video that grabs you emotionally. These images and this audio hits immediately on an emotionally resonant level. Now, there's a lot of terrible things that are going on in the world. For instance, drone strikes that are killing families, leaving kids crying in just the same way. But we don't have the audio and visual component of those, and therefore, it's less likely that that would ever make news or create as much of an emotional response. Fourth, the news needs to be novel. We crave the new, and the Kardashians are a fantastic non-political example of this. The first time that Kim had a semi-nude photo, it quote-unquote broke the internet. At this point, she's done full frontal on her Instagram several times, and it's not even generated quite as much buzz. You have to do something new constantly, or the public just loses interest, and that's very quick. Fifth, if this wasn't already obvious, the news needs to be simple, dead simple, to the point that it flat out ignores the complicated nature of the real world. And politicians have known this for a very long time.
Yes, we can. Thank you, New Hampshire. Thank you.
We will make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Despite the fact that politicians have kind of known these rules, if not outright described them, the news still often would get the best of them, resulting in scandal. You've got Monica Lewinsky, Abu Ghraib, Benghazi, and essentially the news cycle would control these politicians. They were forced to play defense for months at a time. But Trump has actually learned to reverse this. He seems to happen to the news. And he does that because he accepts that the news is going to be sensational, simplistic, novel, and enraging. And that's why he crafts his messages with those things in mind. So the media literally cannot resist telling the stories that he wants told. Now, all of this comes through in some very specific behaviors from him. A few of them I've covered in other videos, one that I did on Trump during the election where I predicted that he was going to win before he'd even won the Republican nomination. So if you're interested in those, I'm going to link to them and you can check them out. But continuing here, let's start off with the first core tenet of controlling the news, which is that you have to assert a very simple, positive message and associate that with yourself.
We don't win anymore. We don't win anymore in our country, Sean. We don't win anymore. We used to win. We don't win anymore. We don't win with trade. We don't win with war. We can't even beat ISIS. And we're going to win. If I win, I will tell you, if I win, we all win because we are going to win.
The reason the message needs to be simple is because most people are only hearing sound bites and reading headlines, and it needs to be grasped by those people. And it also makes it much harder to take your message out of context if it's extremely simple. Here's Bernie Sanders breaking this rule of simplicity, and it has a very predictable outcome.
All right, hold on. We're going to stop there because we have a news break. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. It's with a heavy heart that I have to announce that Charlie Daniels of the Charlie Daniels Band has died. So, that sucks. I'm going to actually put this in here. I don't usually do that. I will put it in the Show Talk page as well. There we go. So, yeah, this is... over there, we're going to put this one in here, and we're also going to copy this one over and put it into politics as well. Boom. So, yeah. Bad news or good news, I guess, respectively, depends on what you think. Oh, there's a Tovar. What up, Tovar? He's actually here.
Hi.
Whoa, what up, buddy? How are you?
I'm eating a sandwich and hearing the news.
Yeah, Charlie Daniels died.
Bummer.
Yeah, I guess that devil did go down to Georgia or whatever. I
don't get it.
Am I doing it right?
I don't get it. What is that reference to?
It's a reference to like the only song that anybody knows him from.
Oh, glad I could contribute.
Yeah, you're really doing a good job. How's your sandwich?
Very good.
Yeah?
From Panera.
Ooh, what kind you get?
I don't know. I didn't buy it. I just got home and a sandwich fairy brought it to me.
That's amazing. So I want to tell you this about Panera.
Mm-hmm.
They have a new Baja mac and cheese that is way better than you think it's gonna be.
Well, you had me at Baja, buddy.
Right. And that's like, but usually like, especially, you know this, especially north of like America, when it says Baja, like that usually just means black pepper and ranch. So nice. This is actually like, it's pretty good. I was very impressed. They also have that steak and cheese sandwich there that I like so much. They got like an aged cheddar and steak sandwich. And they finally got rid of the fucking ciabatta bread, so it's on regular fucking hoagies.
It's on regular bread now.
Yeah. Can we all just agree that ciabatta bread is the grossest, most overrated bread on the planet? God,
2008 called. They want their bread back.
Right. Like, fucking ciabatta is so gross. It's like fucking, hey, you know that part of the crust that cuts your mouth? What if the entire bread is made out of that? And then it's like this weird, like, upsell item everywhere you go where they're like, oh, we have ciabatta for $1 extra. It's like, how about I give you $2 and you kick me in the fucking nuts? Yeah, it is like penne pasta. It's the penne pasta of bread. That's what it is. Fuck ciabatta.
You Italians and your sandwich racism.
Whatever, man. Ciabatta is garbage. Anytime somebody stops with the ciabatta, I'm into that. No diggity, giving some bits, dropping down, the cup overfloweth. We got some new stuff going on in the channel. We got a lot more notifications and such.
As you would.
As you do. There, we're gonna keep the donation ticker down there. Boom. The fucking Streamlabs and Stream Elements, I tried all weekend to get them to work, and they just do not want to cooperate with each other. It's garbage. What you been playing, man? You don't play Pirates with us anymore? What's with you?
GTA, man. I'm in GTA world.
Yeah.
Duh.
How's GTA been?
Pretty good. I spent all weekend just trying to make my dog not freak out for the last 2 nights, though.
Oh, I know, right? Like Sadie, so like you have a skittish dog, I have a skittish cat, you know? Like Sadie like ran around and she actually shit on the kitchen floor.
Oh, Jesus.
Which like she's never done. She's really like, my cats are like, they like pissed and shit on Beth's stuff, but they've always been pretty good about not on mine, you know?
It's like real terror.
Right, no, and she, you know her, like she fucking gets like, you get up too fast and she gets scared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a skittish cat.
Mm-hmm. Humane Society, man, that shit fucks them up.
Mm-hmm.
No Diggity said, I finally started playing Grand Theft Horse. Yeah, the new Red Dead Redemption is awesome.
Dude,
can't
you gotta
recommend.
do story mission at least once. Story mission's where it's at.
I hated the online. I wish the online was better. Like, the problem is the online, like, they have, like, bullets are the currency and not currency because of how the game's set up.
Online
so, like,
was fun until you got everything there was to get in, like, the first month, and then you're just
like,
well, why do... There's no properties to get. Like, the businesses that you run are all garbage. It's like, you get all this stuff and you get all this money, but you still have to hang outside and get rained on because you can't sit in a tent. Like,
right. No, you're not wrong. I mean, that's fucking exactly what it is.
It's like a huge letdown. I love that game. It's so beautiful. It's so immersive. The storyline like made me fucking cry, dude. Like I felt like
you know me. I mean, you and I were playing it when it came out, and I legitimately think that's one of the best games I've ever played. But I hated the online, and I tried to like it because that game was one of my favorite games I've ever played. And like, I just hated the online, and I tried because I was playing with you guys. But like, so me and my buddy Brian.
You know what it is?
What?
It's a really amazing fishing game now.
It was is what I was going to get around to, and what I was saying earlier. The reason why it's like that is because of the way the game's set up. The game was set up specifically, and all the Red Deads are like they set up so that the ammunition ends up being more of the currency than the currency. Because it's not about how much money you have, it's how many rounds you have to fuck around with. Till they changed the money. So, like, they changed it later and fixed it. But, I mean, at the very beginning of the online, if you wanted to run around and fuck around with your friends, that was fucking 2 gaming sessions you had to hunt and fish after that just to get your ammo back. And God help you if you get 4 stars and, like, people are coming after you or some shit, you know?
I just hung around Brian for, like, 2 weeks and let him kill everything and then just collected what he didn't want.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. I want to play a Wild West game. I don't want to, like, fucking be just running pelts all day. Like, that's not why I'm playing that game, you know?
Well, at the core of any Rockstar online game, it's basically just a chore-based system. Like GTA.
Yeah, but I feel like the thing with GTA is that GTA has
way cooler toys.
Well, but GTA actually has it where the currency is the currency. So once you get like millions of dollars, you can do whatever you want with that currency. But the way that Red Dead has the ammo,
to get the really special stuff.
Right. But the way that Red Dead is set up, the ammo is just costing you money all the time. Like in GTA, the ammo is like nothing. I mean, the weapons cost you a shitload, but the ammo costs nothing. Whereas in Red Dead Revolver, the weapons
clearly don't have the guns that I have.
Well, yeah. I mean, whatever. I mean, like obviously once you get it, but even the guns you have relative to the stash of money you have is probably insignificant.
Yeah, I could probably go out and still spend another like $2 million on guns today if I really wanted to.
But my point is that if that were Red Dead Redemption, you could go out and spend $1 million just in ammo.
Yep.
And that's the problem is because ammo just keeps being cumulative. So there's nothing you can do. And one of my favorite things to do, me and my buddy Brian, we used to fucking go and get drunk, and then we would fist fight. And we did it all the time. Mm-hmm. We would get drunk at the bar, we would go outside, and we would fist fight. And one of the first patches they did made it so that fist fight alerted the law. So we couldn't even do the only thing we were enjoying.
That's really funny.
Right. I mean, it's just... And it was like, ugh, whatever. What?
Also, why can't you fist fight your friends? The fight mechanics on that game are actually pretty good.
Well, and I don't know if you fist fought drunk, but so what we do is we would fist fight drunk, and then we would hog tie each other, and then we would basically hang us from railroad tracks. Like just dangling. And we would do it all the time, because once you get hog tied, you can't stop. And like when you're both drunk, it's so fucking funny, because like you just swing and miss everywhere. But then what happened was the moment you touch another player, they fucking go into alert mode because there's no real party system on the online. And a lot of the stuff I suspect is classic Rockstar where they fixed it after I gave up on it. Because they did that with San Andreas. Like, the online was garbage, and then it got awesome.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And I mean, Grand Theft Auto is the same way. I don't know. That's how I am with the Rockstar games, though. The online doesn't really hold a lot of interest to me. Because, like, by the time I beat the actual game, which is, I mean, the new Grand Theft Auto game is, like, one of the best. I mean, Trevor might be the greatest video game character ever. It's pretty great. And you go on forward and, like, online, it's fun because it's, like, you know, battle, free-for-all stuff. But it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't hold my interest as much. But Red Dead was even worse because I liked the game more than I've liked any Grand Theft Auto game. And I hated the online more than I've ever hated any of the online.
I don't know. Like, I think if you had money online, you would really enjoy it. Like, how do you not enjoy, like, Harrier jets and stealth helicopters and tanks? Like,
No. I was talking Red Dead.
No, I know, but you were even saying, like, how, like, you don't really dig the online in GTA much.
I think the thing is because with Grand Theft Auto, I take so much of my own time that by the time I get to where I've beat a Grand Theft Auto game, I don't really want to play it again because it's already gotten hundreds of hours of my life.
That's fair.
I mean, I admit the online is cool. And you know, I know we like to joke about the systems or whatever. If you and Brian and I all had the same system, I'd probably play it legitimately. You know what I mean? Like,
You do. You just haven't bought it for PC yet.
Well, I don't want it for PC. I don't like a lot of... I'd have to do a bunch of research on PC controllers because I don't, like, care about that. And I'm not going to play it fucking keyboard and mouse because it's a fucking controller game. Fuck that. I'll play keyboard and mouse
Get an Xbox controller. An Xbox controller should actually, when you buy one, it comes with a USB thing to plug into a laptop.
Well,
Matter
maybe.
of fact, I think I might have a spare controller in one of those plugs for you. So like you just
all right,
have
yeah, maybe. I mean, like that would be
shitty controller.
that's kind of cool for me going forward because again, the only thing I really care about is Forza. So like,
yeah,
that'll be cool to play that.
And that's how I broke that old remote. So it like it works fine. It just doesn't return to center that fast on the left stick, you know.
Sure.
Because me hammering on the turns has worn out the spring inside of it or whatever.
Well, you're always hard on controllers. I mean, when we lived together, you went through 5 or 6 of them probably.
Yeah, well, and I've only gone through the one from the Xbox because they're superior controllers.
Well, I feel like it's just the next gen. I feel like if it was a PS4, you wouldn't have gone through that many either because the PS4 controller is way more girthy than the PS3.
Yeah.
The PS3 controller was kind of crap.
Yeah. I just have like big, strong mechanic hands, and I don't realize how hard I'm yanking on something until it's already broke.
Right. Trevor, No Diggity says Trevor Belmont is best. Trevor, yeah, fair.
No, yeah, Trevor is like the shit in that game. You can get his truck as a free vehicle delivered to you from online, so you can. Just
he also said, "I prefer the sequel, Fivesa. Get it instead of Forza.
Fivesa.
Get it? Do you get it? Wait, hold on. I got a sound effect for this prick." All right, there we go. I just had to give him some crickets and some dead air. Fucking
dude,
prick.
if you got like a
apology
accepted Game Pass, I wonder if because I think Forza is on Forza Horizon. They might have taken it down. I'll have to double check, but Forza Horizon was on Game Pass, and so was GTA.
How much is the Game Pass? That's like a monthly subscription.
Yeah, it is. It's like
that'll be interesting actually to see with the new consoles how well Xbox does because that subscription pricing is interesting. I mean, that's a very interesting angle.
It's only $15 a month for me, and the amount of games that I get for that money is ridiculous.
Yeah. Are you excited for the Xbox? Are there any good Xbox launch titles?
I mean, I think Forza is going to be coming out with one because they're overdue. So like that'll be a thing for the new. They always launch a new Forza with the new system.
Yeah, they usually have a Forza system too, don't they? Don't they
And
have a
they
Forza
haven't
bundle?
talked about it. They haven't talked about it yet, and they missed their date for Forza 8, which makes me think that they're really working on something special.
Or they're just taking Forza 8 and making it on the next console rather than port it. So they'll
That's
port
what
it
I'm saying.
backwards. They'll port it backwards
Yeah,
rather
and
than port it forward.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like if it's a cross-platform between Forza Horizon and Forza 8, so you can drive on the roads and go to racetracks.
Sure. How's work been? It's been picking up for you?
Yeah, I've been getting real busy. I had a big job to do last week that I'm finishing up on, and I got the cops called on me last week at the lake.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
By the mom?
By the mom.
Oh
yeah,
shit! Tell me about that. We don't have to name names or anything, but I want to hear this.
Oh shit! Oh, well, I was allowed up there. I just wasn't allowed on her porch, and apparently I stepped on it when I was coming up the walk, and so she came out and like yelled at us, and I'm like, so then I just Joker laughed at her until she like, and I chased her back in the house with my laugh, pretty much, because you know how I can get.
Yeah, you're a little cantankerous when people confront you.
Yeah,
and that's the nicest way I know to say that.
So I just laughed at her until like I basically humiliated her in front of her neighbors, and she walked in the house, and then like we just packed up everything and left. But like the whole summer, I've been telling him, "Don't put stuff in the water. Don't put stuff in the water." And then the day we put something in the water, a problem happened.
Like, what do you mean stuff? Like boats and shit?
Yeah, I had it all ready to just go grab and pull and put wherever we wanted to, and now like my favorite jet skis in the water and the boat's in the water, and like I got to go back there and get the cops called on me again to pull it. I'm kind of annoyed.
Right, and then you've stolen something on top of that.
No, it's all in his name, so like that part I'm not.
Yeah, but you know that's not what she's gonna say when she calls it in.
I know, and when the cops show up, they're gonna be assholes because you know it's her property, and that's you know I am who I am. So it's not something I'm looking forward to for sure.
Yeah, it seems real bad.
Yeah, I mean there are properties on the works that are being looked at. You know, like I don't want to disclose too much on air. Like there are workarounds for like this problem happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, you and I've talked about that off air. I mean, like there's been workarounds the entire season because it's almost like you saw this coming
from time to time. Well, and like I just checked my credit before all this pandemic stuff. Like, if I got a part-time job anywhere in the world, which would finance me for a jet ski, so like I'm almost at that point.
Well, you might as. I mean, honestly, you might as well. Like, it's just like
Right?
how many Subarus do you have in your household? Like, you might as well get something to haul with them.
I have a few Subarus.
Right, but I mean, like, dude, all you need is your own jet ski, and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That is correct, sir.
Ellie says, "See, this is why I should go with. She loves me. I keep her happy and occupied."
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like someone needs to pacify this woman because she hates my guts.
She hates everybody. It's kind of funny. I remember I went up there and she started talking shit about her own son within 10 minutes of meeting me. I was just like, that's crazy. Like, my mom and I have had issues, and like me and my mom will mince words, but my mom would not throw me under the bus in front of a complete stranger within 10 minutes of knowing
She
that.
did that to my brother before he'd even met the guy. Like my brother
Really?
had never met Brian in his life. And we get up there to the cabin, and the first thing she does is start in about how much he's a crier.
That's what she told me too.
No. By the way, I can say this because Brian's not really a crier, and he doesn't mind. But,
I mean, that's not true. I've seen him cry.
That's fair. He is a big puss.
Yeah, he is. He just cries so much. That's the quote that I'll never forget. Just like looking and like her little
like, how
face is
easy
all
that
pruned
would be.
over with like a frown. Like, he just cries so much. Like,
dude is
cool.
never met your son.
I don't really want to talk to you. Can I go use the jet ski? I gotta leave.
Right. Oh my god. She's just
And then
the
she's like
worst.
yelling at me, and I'm just like, I'm too ripped for this, lady. I don't know what you want.
Mm-hmm.
King Kong Dong says, just tell her to get bent. And Ellie Mae says, no, King Kong Dong. You do not poke the sea witch.
That's what she is, too. It's so beautiful up there. It's a shame.
Yeah. No Diggity says, your mom hates you with love. Yeah, that's about it.
That's everyone's mom.
Yeah, right? So, yeah, so you stepped on a porch that you were kind of
the back
okay
porch.
to be at, but not allowed to be at?
I was allowed to be on property. I just couldn't be anywhere on her porch. And apparently,
Is that is that the new thing that they were building last year?
Yeah, when they were putting the concrete all in last year.
Yeah. So that's done, and she's like, you can't come on here.
Yeah. Yep.
What
And
a
it was just
worthless, human being. Who
yeah.
does that?
And I was like walking up the stairs with my bare feet, and like I took like 2 steps on the porch and went back to the grass, and like I was because I forgot about it.
Did you get my fucking life jacket back yet?
Oh, I have it. Yeah.
Good.
Or at least I have a life jacket. I'm not sure if it's yours, but
It's a blue body glove one.
yeah, then it's probably yours.
All right. I don't care if you or Brian has it. I just don't want the fucking witch to have it.
Well, right now I have all the keys.
Well, then I'm glad you have the life jacket too. Let's roll. You know what we have to do? We have to start like watching her and figuring out when she takes her nap, and then only go up there during that time.
Well, the last couple times I've been up there, she hasn't been there because she's had like doctor's appointments, or she just hears that I'm going up there and she passes.
Why did you guys like get into it so bad? Because like it seemed like before you guys were getting along fine. Is it just because of Brian or like?
Yeah, like she did something really dumb with one of his kids, and like he had like this huge emotional outburst and was like basically I can't bring the kids up here anymore to see you. And like
What'd she do?
She tried picking a fight with me. She like tried shoving a car door at me, and like I laughed at her, and then like she was like yelling and spitting at me, and I was just
that's adult.
Yeah, she's just like little old lady trying to get me to like knock her to the ground so she can call the cops and have me arrested for an assault, and like basically her grandchild is like,
the old hit me so I can call the cops routine.
And her grandchild is right behind me. And I was just, I just put my hands behind my back and started yelling at her for her to leave me alone until she like got away from me, pretty much. Yeah, it was crazy. And so like,
so how many times have you been out on those jet skis this year?
Yeah. Yep. And all I want to do is jet ski, man. That's all.
Yeah. So how many times have you actually been out on the jet skis this year?
I was out once for 15 minutes this year. That's all I've been.
Good God, with all the work you put into that place, that's fucked up.
Yeah, and that's why I like just openly laughed in her face when she said she's calling the cops on me. Like it looks so trashy down there right now with like big things missing out of the deck and like stuff, just a bunch of work not being
Well, that's
done
like
down
she
there.
was fucking. I remember she was flipping out about the deck that was like fucked up, like because the deck was like not level or something, and she's like freaking out about it, and I'm just like, and she's like bitching to me about it. I'm like, yeah, it looks like a deck. I mean, like I grew up like in Hibbing, like all the decks in the lakes have missing like there's no fucking wood planks missing. That's a good deck. I don't know what you want from me. Oh, it's crooked? Weird. It's almost like it's a fucking deck. Let's see. Ellie Mae says, oh yeah, Nate Diggity just goes, "Dude, damn kids." And then King Kong Dong says, "But I like conflict in relation to just telling her to get bent." Ellie Mae says, "First time I was there, she came out to spray down the porch, dirt and dog prints, and she completely hosed me down. I was shocked. But then we became friends," and she did the quote for Friends. And then she goes, Ellie also says, "She also hit Jeremy's car last time we were up there. Just pulled into the back of the driveway and hit the front end. LOL." She is a terrible driver. Like I've only seen that woman drive a four-wheeler, and I know that she should not be driving.
Right. Well, every car she has is all dented up.
Oh yeah, you were showing me that on the way in. Like one of them, it looked like hail damage, like with bricks
on her bumpers. Yeah.
Petrie says you should pull up UFC 251 card and do picks. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. How about that? Oh, no diggity. Thanks for the host. Fuck yeah. A little host dance. We got so many new tickers and icons. I don't know what anything's doing anymore. Overhaul it all, you know?
Well, my friend, my sandwich is done, which means I have to go wrench.
Oh yeah, what do you got on your docket today? You got to go outside in this bullshit?
Yeah, I'm gonna do an O2 sensor.
Oh,
and then
that's not that bad.
I'm gonna go up to Brian's and fix his wife's van.
And then jet skis?
Actually tomorrow I'm gonna be on Brian because I think tomorrow is his day off.
Yeah.
So I think tomorrow I'm gonna be on him for pulling everything out.
Dude, if you pull everything out, I mean, I have this show, but after one, I'm done. Like I can meet you guys anywhere.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, the other problem is that he doesn't have a freaking truck right now.
No Diggity says, "Hi Tovar, do you want to do my rear leaf springs?"
No.
No Diggity actually knows a bit about cars. He also has a Jeep, which is probably a double no.
No, actually, Jeeps are really easy to work on.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So long as it's not
no
a
Diggity.
Minnesota
Get into the Discord and go to the motor things. Hold on, Discord. Boom. Go
I've done
there.
I've done my fair share of lips on.
No Diggity says my 71 Dart is so sexy.
Straight six? Has it got the slant six in it?
I don't know, you nerds. Go into the Discord and there's a motor section. You can talk to Tovar. He says 318.
Yeah, that's all right. That's not a terrible motor.
I'm lost already. You guys are already speaking Greek. Is that
It's
the
like
size?
it's the
Is that the
equivalent.
size of the measurement of it? Is that what that
Yeah,
number
but
means?
in cubic inches, not
Okay.
not in not in liters. This was before the metric system took over like engine sizes. You know what's really weird about the automotive industry is like the metric
He said
system has
318 pubic inches.
Yeah, the metric system lost in like all accounts, right? Right. We still
Not
do
here
miles
though.
per
For
hour.
some reason, like what the fuck
We
is
still
wrong with
do
America?
inches. No, but that's what I'm saying. The only thing leaders really stuck on in America was engine sizes. We stopped telling people what engine sizes were in cubic inches and started telling them what they were in liters.
Yeah.
So like your 4-cylinder, instead of being like 150 cubic inch engine, it's a 2.0 liter. You know what I'm saying?
Right. A V8 Corey, that's right. Anomaly Forever says a 71 Dart is a coffin on wheels.
No way, man. 71 would have been one of my favorite years. They were like really small.
I'm looking up a 71 Dart right now.
If I had a 71 Dart, I'd probably make it like an NHRA spec car. I'd probably like shovel in a 440 in there.
Does your dad still have the Roadrunner, Diggity? Oh yeah, wow. These are kind of weird looking. They look like way more like traditional than I thought they would.
They were ultra light. You could get them like basically Mopar at the time would sell you one with no radio, no anything, just an engine, no power steering, no air conditioning. They put whatever like big block you wanted in there, and then you could just go take a drive.
That's kind of cool looking. I mean, that's a cool car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diggity said 69 Roadrunner.
Yeah.
That's what his dad has. His dad's Roadrunner is beautiful.
My dream car.
Oh, your brother has it? That's fucking rad, dude. Ran Out of Thought says 351 Windsor for me, Tovar.
Well, it's not a bad motor, I guess. Cleveland would be my my pick because it's a big block. My favorite Mopar would be an AAR CUDA with the 346 pack. Pistol grip shifter. Man, those cars were all kinds of cool.
Really?
Yeah. Google Google AAR 1970 AAR CUDA.
1970 AAR?
Yeah.
Oh, I just typed in AA and CUDA came up. Oh,
Yep.
I've seen these.
Yeah, that's my dream.
Every
That would
time
be
I
my
see
dream.
these, I just think they're old Camaros for some reason.
Yeah, it's because you're not a car guy.
Shut up.
You want to go really obscure?
I mean,
look up.
Yeah,
look
I'm
up,
here. Hold on. I'm going to, let me bring up this because I just brought it up. I want people to see it.
Look up a 70 Javelin, or excuse me, a 70 AMX from that's from AMC.
So this
That's
is
another one of my
the
favorites.
AAR CUDA from 1970. That thing's awesome. Kind of looks like, it almost looks like the Mach 1 or whatever in the back with like a different front end. That's a really cool looking car.
So that had a small block with 3 carburetors, and then a 4-speed transmission that had a pistol grip shifter. So the shift knob is actually a pistol grip.
Sinister Mind says, "Fuck yeah, that's a nice CUDA." I love me some Mopar. Mopar. Ellie said, "This is just like being at the cabin listening to Brian and Jeremy talk cars. Me just smiling and nodding along." Except I'm not getting a tan on Twitch.
Well, these are mine.
No
Yeah,
Diggity
I
said
gotta
he
go
saw
look at my
this
tan.
one in the flesh. What is this? Bill Okerlund, 70 AAR Plymouth Barracuda. Oh, a race car. Oh, that's cool looking.
Yeah. I've heard of that name, Bill Okerlund.
What was the other one you wanted me to look up?
Oh, another one of my favorite muscle cars from that era would be a AMC AMX.
What year?
1970. Same era.
1970. What is it called?
AMC AMX.
These are companies I've never heard of.
AMC was American Motor Car. They went belly up in like 1977, 78, something.
Oh, I've seen a shitload of these. There's a bunch of these up in Hibbing.
Well,
I mean, they all
you gotta
look
understand-
like trash, but they're dude.
These
These
were
are
all made in Milwaukee. This was a Milwaukee car company.
yeah.
So, like they're all
well.
over the
Hibbing
Midwest.
had one of the first racetracks, so like they had a lot of race cars and muscle cars. But these
You ever
these
wanna go
specifically,
down-
I have seen fucking. I'm telling you, you go up to Hibbing and you will see probably 50 of these.
You want to go down a rabbit hole? Go down and look up all the drag strips and racetracks that used to be in the Twin Cities proper. This used to be a hot rodders town.
Yeah.
Back in the 50s and the 60s, and they've all been just industrialized or like residential property over. You can actually go and like some of these places, you can kind of like go stand on a street next to one where it would have been.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll pop over to the Discord and I will post these pictures. Actually, I'll post them in the motor part as well. And if you want to go talk to Tovar, Tovar's in the motor thing a lot of the time, so go over there and pop in. Maybe we'll do a segment where people ask you questions about cars or something.
Yeah.
With the in there. So yeah, that's fucking crazy. Oh yeah. There's how do we do this? We'll just bring this over. That is Sinister Mind as a kid in one of those Cudas. Yeah, they're everywhere in the woods up there. You're absolutely right. Like up north, I don't know what it is, but they love them some fucking weird ass muscle cars and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're always pulling like crazy barn finds somewhere out of Minnesota on these car shows.
Oh well, I'm telling you, dude. Like up north, like one of these days, if you have like a free day or whatever, we'll go up north. I'll take you to Valentini's, which is like my favorite Italian food place ever. But like when we're driving through Cherry and Chisholm and stuff, you'll drive by and you will see like what looks like fucking like just run down muscle cars in the yards of like trailers. I mean, everybody fucking has them. Like it's just they're all abandoned. They all look like shit, and they're fucking everywhere. Actually wouldn't be a bad idea as an investment to just go there, buy them, and fix them up.
Yeah, Sinister Minds in. That's funny. All right, man.
All right, have a good one. Thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Thanks
bye.
a lot.
Oh, that was Tovar. Doing a little bit of that. Back to me. There we go. Boom. Yeah, we got a little car sidetrack there. Let's finish watching this Trump video because we didn't finish this. This was seems like forever ago, but here we'll go back a little bit, just a bit. But yeah, here we go.
It needs to be grasped by those people, and it also makes it much harder to take your message out of context if it's extremely simple. Here's Bernie Sanders breaking this rule of simplicity, and it has a very predictable outcome in the news cycle.
I believe that a Medicare for All single-payer program will substantially lower the cost of health care for middle-class families. So instead of paying $10,000 to Blue Cross or Blue Shield, yes, some middle-class families would be paying slightly more in taxes, but the result would be that that middle-class family would be saving some $5,000 in health care costs. A little bit more in taxes, do away with private health insurance premiums. It's a pretty good deal.
You get bonus points for simplicity if you can use imagery to communicate your points. And that can be an image that is a literal image that you look at, or an image that you describe by painting a picture in people's minds so that it sticks with them.
On day one, we will begin working on an impenetrable, physical, tall, powerful, beautiful southern border wall.
The second thing that Trump does frequently is, in the event of disadvantageous news, which seems to be all the time these days, you don't want to waste too much time defending yourself. Defending yourself requires actually repeating the charges against you, and remember, what gets repeated gets remembered. You also don't want to necessarily paint a clear picture in people's minds in the case of disadvantageous news, so restating the charges should only be done very vaguely, if at all.
When you walked off that bus at age 59, were you a different man, or did that behavior continue until just recently? And you have 2 minutes for this.
As I told you, that was locker room talk. I'm not proud of it. I am a person who has great respect for people, for my family, for the people of this country, and certainly I'm not proud of it. But that was something that happened. If you look at Bill Clinton.
Bonus points for not wasting time with your denials if you can do it without saying a single word, and body language and facial expressions count for a lot here. In addition, if you do use words to deny, you can make the whole thing seem less credible by setting your denial in a more informal setting, not really dignifying it with a formal press conference like in this clip. Third, if you do get into these hot water situations where you are denying with your body language or your imagery-less statements, you need to quickly counterattack, and you want to do that with vivid imagery.
But Bill Clinton was abusive to women. Hillary Clinton attacked those same women.
Hold on.
And
I think that might just be Twitch glitch, yeah. It's COVID. Yep.
Attack them viciously.
Hold on.
4 of them here tonight. Hillary Clinton attacked those same women and attacked them viciously. 4 of them here tonight. One of the women, who is a wonderful woman at 12 years old, was raped at 12. Her client, she represented, got him off, and she's seen laughing on 2 separate occasions, laughing at the girl who was raped. Kathy Shelton, that young woman, is here with us tonight.
This point is key because the more sensational you make your attacks, the more the media cannot resist them. They must publish them or lose the eyeballs to other competitors. And that means that your counterattacks are going to get more coverage than the original accusation does. After all, what gets repeated by these news outlets, it gets remembered.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
The attack of fake news and attacking our network. I just want to ask you, sir.
I'm changing it from fake news, though.
Doesn't that undermine...
Very fake news.
I know, but aren't you...
Yeah.
Notably, spending a lot of time apologizing is not in this playbook. Validating the other side's good intentions isn't in here either. Nuanced arguments, not in here. And that's all because those things do not play well with the media. They're prone to be taken out of context, misunderstood, and simplified to assert a message that disrupts your own. And Trump avoids all of those things whenever possible, though obviously extreme occasions are going to warrant an apology, as long as there is a good opportunity for a counterattack in there.
Anyone who knows me knows these words don't reflect who I am. I said it, I was wrong, and I apologize. I've said some foolish things, but there's a big difference between the words and actions of other people. Bill Clinton has actually abused women, and Hillary has bullied, attacked, shamed, and intimidated his victims.
Now, I have to state again, this isn't meant as praise nor as criticism of Trump. I'm just trying to illustrate that he is an excellent media manipulator. He gets how this works. But this process isn't necessarily new. The photogenic JFK beat Nixon in the first televised debates. Charming Bill Clinton handled George Bush Sr. in the town hall debates. And W just felt like the guy that she'd rather get a beer with compared to John Kerry. All of these men were talented in using the media of their day to accomplish their goals. Trump is really just the latest iteration. So if all of this feels a little bit icky to you and you don't like it, what can you do? Well, first off, I want to stop you. Don't blame the media. The media does all of this because this is what we pay attention to. Think about it. Sensationalism, rage, simplicity, striking image, constant newness. The media only demands these things because that's what people click on, watch, and share. And that probably goes for you as well. Just think about the things that you're clicking and how you wound up on this video, for instance. So if you don't like it, I have 2 pieces of advice. One is to learn to communicate in media speak if you're going into any sort of public-facing field. And you can watch our video on word choice, check out our other videos on Trump if you want to learn more from someone who has been practicing this for decades. Second, if you want society to resist the urge towards simplicity, sensationalism, and all the rest, start with yourself. So if you read or you watch something that makes you upset, recognize what is happening to you and don't share the outrage. Instead, go and donate to a cause that actually helps solve the issue at hand. And that can mean through your time volunteering or even just giving $5. That will genuinely make the world a better place and begin a cycle of changing things rather than just starting rage for the sake of advertiser eyeballs. So thank you very much if you've made it this far and for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, make sure to click the subscribe button and that...
All right, and that's, we will share that also will be in the Discord. I think I already put it there. TwitchTok, yep, it's already there, and it's in politics. So this is an interesting thing with Trump, and I wanted to talk about that. Where is the... Interesting, I think this one. Let's find out. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, so this is a guy that went on CNN and talks about the method behind what he is, because it's like what he's doing is intentional. There is a strategy, and people feel lost
let's talk
with
about
it. But it's not like, I mean, there is a strategy behind it, and people, they get lost in that sometimes.
Now let's talk about the method to the madness. That's the title of this new book coming out on Tuesday. Take a look at the label in the corner there. It says, "No anonymous sources." I think this is a really interesting way to promote a book because obviously oftentimes the most interesting, most important revelations in books do come from unnamed sources. That's because those people are in a position to tell the truth about what's really going on.
This video's so soft. I don't know why I'm so sorry,
this book is
guys.
an oral
I don't know why
history
it's
of
so
Trump, comprised of over 100 on-the-record interviews with Trump's closest associates and adversaries over the past 15 years. It gives a sense of his life from the early 2000s up until the day he went down the escalator. So joining me now are the authors, Alan Salkin, he's reported on Trump and Jared Kushner for the New York Times and the New York Post, and Aaron Short. He's also been on the Trump beat for a long time, covering Trump's political aspirations for the New York Post, the Daily Beast, and Vice. Guys, great to see you. Congrats on the book launch.
Thanks, Brad.
Thank you. You say this is a story, Alan, that people don't want to believe. How so?
Trump was intentional and worked for 15 years to become elected president. He had a strategy. He listened to people, he prepared, he had ideas about what he was doing. This wasn't just a whim he decided in 2014 or 2015, and he executed a plan. And whether or not he got help from the Russians and Mueller, or and Comey and everybody else, he got himself in a position to be elected. This was a long strategic work.
Because you see right now, you see especially on the left, people saying it's all just madness. It's just madness. But Aaron, your all's point is there was a method. There is a method today.
Yes, and he's thought about this for a very long time. He had wanted to be president probably since 1980, but he didn't get serious until 1999 when he thought he could win the third-party Reform Party ticket as well. Because he thought if he had a shot with Al Gore or George W. Bush, a third of the country was independent back then, why wouldn't they vote for him?
Yeah. People forget that part of his history. But, you know, here's what I see happen. When there's an argument made, as you two are making, that this is strategic, that what he's doing is strategic with the tweets and so forth, what you hear is, don't give him so much of the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. You know, Aaron and I both worked at the New York Post at different points. And love it or hate it, the Post is a tabloid newspaper with a lot of little stories in it. And in the 90s, when I worked there and interviewed Trump at the time, it was almost like pre-Twitter. It was short, irresistible nuggets, and Trump was the master of it. Trump would, if you were a reporter who did what Trump wanted, which was basically call him a billionaire, no matter whether he was or not, you could call him a pompous billionaire, whatever you wanted, as long as you called him a billionaire, you got, and this wasn't us, but there were people who got given trips to Mar-a-Lago and other perks, and if you were like Wayne Barrett, who wrote an investigative book, you ended up locked to the wall in an Atlantic City jail cell. So he knew how to work reporters and he knew how to communicate in little bits. And he was made for the social media age.
Yeah, he's still doing that today.
Yes.
You quote a former Paychex reporter in the book here. You say, Trump understands the media game almost better than the media itself. That was true then, but it still feels like it's true today.
Yeah. Well, it is, because if you look at The Apprentice, right, he learned how to do teasers, he learned how to present himself, and that show was made by great storytellers who figured out how to turn this guy into what they needed him to be.
Well, they needed him to be, right.
Right. And also, I'm sorry, but if you look at that, we have stories from producers of The Apprentice who say he used the N-word in saying why he didn't want a black guy to win, African-American to win the first season. And the corruption behind the scenes that was not being told, that you saw this guy on camera as this decisive leader.
Right.
And so there was always this projection of who he could be.
So that rumor about, you're saying
it's
that
not
rumor,
a rumor. We have a guy, Bill Pruitt, on the record, all of our sources, saying this is what Trump said about why he chose a white guy to win the first season. And NBC probably has a lot to answer for.
And Aaron, why was it important to you all to have everybody be on the record? Why that choice?
Well, we wanted to also give people the opportunity to talk with each other about events that happened in the past. So once we interviewed one person, then we could go to another friend and say, did this event with you and Trump in the room, did this actually happen the same way that another person said it did? So it's important to have, and you can see when you read the book, you got the conversation of David Bossie and Roger Stone and Stephen Bannon and Sam Nunberg, all of the aides that helped make Trump into a viable presidential candidate, sort of talking in the very early days of what their recollections were like at CPAC, and other events that he went to.
The show is called Reliable Sources. Reliable sources. Non-anonymous sources are pretty reliable.
Yes, they are. The book is The Method to the Madness. The A's, Alan and Aaron, thank you for being here.
All right, so that's I mean, they wrote that book on that. Let's do this. Hold on. Boom. Boom. There we go. Hi, we're back. So yeah, there is a method to it. There's also a book that he wrote. Let me see. That one?
6 miles.
No, that's the one that got me banned. We had to delete that one. That's the, not banned, but like that's the one that I couldn't publish. Okay, so yeah, so this is what I wanted to talk about originally. This is why I brought all this up, is that there is a bunch of people. Nope, that's an Audible. There we go. Open tab. Yeah, wait. There we go. Hold on. We're getting there. So, all right, boom. There we go. So, all right, we're going to pop it over here. So this is what I wanted to bring up because I was talking about this with somebody, is that a lot of people are scared of Trump. Actually, you know what we'll do is we'll put this in the live stream. There we go. So a lot of people are scared of him because they don't like the way he talks. And the key with Trump is that, and I'm not a big fan either. I didn't vote for him before. I'm not going to vote. I'm voting for Jorgensen this time around. I'm a libertarian, so I'm voting libertarian. Big shock. But the reality is with Trump is that it's not as scary as it's being made out to be. And people that are Trump supporters know that. Let's see. The ticker will only be donation. No, so, okay. So here's what we're doing with the donation ticker, right? If you go to Venmo, you go to PayPal, it doesn't track it, but I will log those donations and I will include them in the bar. So just put like card on it or put donation on the explanation on the Venmo. So again, what I'll do is, so I've already got $3 that I have to add. Donation link. It's under donate. There you go. That's the show or the thing. If you go there, you donate, that fills up the graph underneath here. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Yours didn't work because it was set under that. So I fixed that. So the next one should hit. I don't know. I don't know why yours didn't. No Diggity donated it and it's fine. So, I mean, I don't know. Otherwise, like, you might want to try just going to the Twitch. Maybe here, let's try this. Let's test this guy out here real quick. Let's hold on. Yeah, it's really, today's been real bad about shit, huh? Yeah, that is the link. So that's the only link is the, right? Because it's the same. It's that, right? That's what we... Oh, because it's Stream Elements. Okay, hold on. I got this, I think. Yeah. Okay. I know what happened. I put the wrong thing in Discord for you. I got this. Hold on. We're going to switch this right now. I know exactly what happened. Yeah. It's the Streamlabs. Well, all right. Kind of. Whatever. Hold on. Calm down. Chill out. Just chillax, everybody. One sec. I'll fix it. There. All right, so now I hate all of you. Just take my money. Wow. Sorry, I'll refund it. My bad. There. That's the one, right? Except for Stream Elements. Interesting. Let's... Whatever. It's the first one, not the second one. Wonder if it'll fix it eventually, if there's just a lag. Probably. Oop, somebody's there. Yeah, Streamlabs. Come on. Nice. I think that worked. Okay. Who was that? Mr. Approachable? Somebody's mic's on. Yeah, good. Whatever. Oh. Oh. Hi, how are you? What are you pushing for? How's it feel? How's it feel to not be in first? All right, there we go. There's the donate page. Go to the Streamlabs one, not the Stream Elements. I'm going to fucking kill that Stream Elements bot. I'm going to figure that out. But yeah, if you just go to here, boom, that tip will track, right? Okay, cool. No, I might need it. I might switch over. So the idea was I was going to switch over to Elements this weekend, but then fucking couldn't. You can't hear what? Oh, you couldn't hear him? Sorry. He was muted. That was on me. My bad, guys. Yeah, I can't ban it. I've got to reprogram it. Just ban Stream Elements for now. You can unban it later. It doesn't matter, though. We're already over time. Like, we're already at 2 hours. We're already at our thing. I'm just going to finish what we were talking about. All right, so back to this, huh? So people get scared about Trump because he talks this bullshit. But what he's doing is he's trying to influence and impact the markets. 2 hours when shit falls apart. No, every time. You're not wrong. 2 hours is when shit falls apart every time, it seems. It's fucking garbage. So whatever. So the thing about this is everybody talks about Trump. They talk about Art of the Deal. Fuck Art of the Deal. That was ghostwritten. That's not even his book. Right? But up here, right there, is Think Big, which is a book that he did write with somebody, but he actually wrote it. And in this, or no, this isn't, not Think Big. What the fuck am I talking about? Hold on. This isn't even the right book. God, I'm the worst. Hold on. F all these people. Hold on. There we go. We're fixing this right now. It's not the right book, guys. It's not the right book. Yeah, there we go. It's the second one. Hold on. I can't imagine how I got these two books confused. It's the same thing, but it's a second edition, it must be. Boom. It's called Think Big and Kick Ass in Business and in Life. And this book here, it goes over his methodology. There is a method. There's a way that he works. It's a sales tactic. He is a timeshare salesman. That's all he is. He's a very good salesman. That's what he is. And the people that hate him, they hate him because he represents the worst. Corey Adam loves the cock. Hey, buddy, what up? Love to have your subscription. We're doing donations. Hit up the donation box. We got the tip jar. We got the standings up over here. We got Discord. We got all kinds of shit going on today. It's pretty great. So yeah, there is a method. And if you want to read about it, I strongly suggest reading it. There's a book called Art of the Deal, which everybody will say is his book. And it is, but that's not the book to fucking watch, right? And for everybody that donated on Venmo or PayPal or Stream Elements, I guess, everybody that donated to the wrong place, not the wrong place, but the right place, we will add that total down here tomorrow. So for the next 14 days, we're going to try to fundraise enough money to buy an upgrade for the stream, which will help us do video games, which a lot of you said we're interested in. And then what we will also do is we will start voting on which video games we play. So as a game comes out, you guys can tell me what we're going to play, and then we'll just fucking play it. Fuck it. Who cares, right? So yeah, a lot of changes coming. I tried to do the Stream Elements thing this weekend. I did part of it. Part of it didn't work. So we're still just going to get everything thing. Untitled Goose Game. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed. I want to play that game anyways. That game looks fucking awesome. I'm in. That's what I'm saying, is that once we get this capture card, I'll be able to do everything from my computer, and we can do whatever we want. I can hook it up to the PS4 and not lose anything. I mean, we can do whatever we want. Honk, yeah. Honk, honk, baby. Honk, honk, honk. Honk, 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 honk. Honk. And if we hit the goal, I'll dance. We'll come up with some weird stunt. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow, figure out the stunt we want to do. Tomorrow we'll probably talk some MMA. Yeah. Otherwise, that's about it for today, I think. Let's pop that off. What else do we have? I want to go to my show notes. Make sure I hit stuff all okay. It looks like. Yep. Yeah, looks good. Corey will take a bath in marinara. No, wait. Yeah, what? I do that for free. Should probably pick something I don't want to do. I'll do it. Whatever. Okay, what else was I going to look at? Wait, are we not signing off yet?
COVID-19 has come through and
signing off is happening right now. That's what we're doing. Yeah, get over to the Discord. I will be there for a while. I'm going to be experimenting with the stream a little bit today. So that'll be cool. And then also, oh good, another stream elements thing. Yeah, I might have to ban that. You're right. Yeah, don't forget to go to Venmo. And anytime you donate, Venmo or PayPal, it will be punched in the donation ticker. So tomorrow, watch for that number to go up. We're trying to do this in a couple weeks, get ahead of everything. So, yeah, if I made you a Mata ticker, maybe we'll talk about that. I'm not opposed to that. I feel like you would. Yeah. I don't think you need that kind of power. Yeah, right? Seems like it's too bad. But yeah, so anything you donate will go directly into that. Bits are separate, subscriptions are separate, just because we have to track that on this channel. And at the end of the month, we'll give away prizes for the top donator on the donation contest, which is cool. And then also don't forget we have the Discord contest, which whoever wins that is just by using it the most. We will have the prizes probably cash this month, because last month we were going to do something really cool, but we ended up just giving the permissions and stuff, which I think is really great, but it gives everybody an equal ground to start on going forward. I mean, this is what it is, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's run. I get to play the known him for a long ass time card. You do. You're one of the few people in here that can say that. That is absolutely correct. You get to play that card. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's go to the end phase. Boom. Here we are in the end phase. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. Shout out to Tovar. Shout out for Brady. Hope he mends soon. I mean, that sucks, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. King Kong Dong, I'll be in the Magic Forum talking. I'll be on Discord all day today, guys. So like, if you want to get a hold of me, if you have questions or suggestions for the show, hit me up in that Discord. That's where I'll be. If you send a message in Show Talk, I will get it notified. I have it on my phone. So if you have anything you need from me, go over to that Discord. You guys have been awesome. We'll see you tomorrow. We do this every Monday through Friday, 10 to 1 p.m. You guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Down the microphone above his hip. Supper fools and he never took no lip.
Tom Misha.
And he came to talk some shit. He said,
I'm the fucking crackhead. Tom Michel.